Welcome back to Tuesday night North American Garblag Games evening. We're doing Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep mega campaign, and we're gonna finish up New York this week. North American Garblag I can hear myself. I don't know if that's me or someone else.
I think it was Aaron.
It's me. That was totally me.
What are we doing? Okay, let's do the introductions, the round table. I'm getting the Sirenscape set up on the back end. So, Aaron, tell us about Seamus.
So, Seamus Rook is a young man in his mid-20s. He's a World War I veteran. He's a professional cat burglar who grew up in Los Angeles, got ran out of Los Angeles for, stealing from the wrong person. Met Jackson Elias at the end of World War I and decided to help him out of a rough spot by stealing some things for him out of a museum in London. And they became fast friends. Seamus went back to the States, moved to Chicago. Once again, was getting himself into a bit of trouble in Chicago because apparently he likes to steal from people that he shouldn't steal from. If you watched last episode, you know that that's the truth. And got a note from Jackson and thought, New York City, that's a place I should go visit. And that's where he met his newfound friends.
That's right. And the adventure begun. Megan's back. Megan's back for the finale of New York. Welcome back. Good to have you here. Can you tell us about Gwen?
Yeah, so Gwen was a landscape painter until she went to Peru and encountered some fat-sucking vampires and like a demigod, and it was great. Changed her a bit, made her a little darker when she came back. Started obsessing over South American pyramids. Found a great deal of notoriety from that, and the money that she got from that she sent to her newfound charity in Peru called Conquistador's Purse, which helps out the families that were affected by the vampires. So she's come back to New York, and Jackson's death hit her pretty hard, and she's found her newfound friends as well as an old colleague in arms in Louis, and she's excited to see where this goes. It's getting close.
It is. It's getting very close. This is it. Tonight's the night where we wrap up New York City. Pat, can you tell us about Veronica West, please?
Veronica West is a predator in a cage, clawing her way out of the zoo. And she is not going to stop until she has devoured every scrap of meat she can lay her claws on. She is a really not great person, and she has the fatal flaw of believing others to be just as bad as she is, and just as willing to do anything to get power. And that was kind of exposed last session, and we'll see how that takes her, because she's probably going to have to get out of New York after this, and sadly, it is her hunting ground.
Yes, but where will we go next? That's the question. We were talking about that before the session. We'll have to decide what our next destination will be. We'll also have time to prep and read and get that all ready in the meantime.
Title-wise, though, she's director tenuously of the Museum of Natural History, and she wears her wealth like a fancy coat.
The opposite of that is Louis. Jeff, tell us about Louis. Unless he's what?
Yeah.
BJ Honeycutt or whatever his name was.
BJ. That's Garfield Honeycutt to you, sir. Get the name right.
Sorry.
Give you one more chance before I sock you right in the jaw. But I'm playing I'm playing Louis Salvatore, who's a private investigator in his 50s. From Queens, New York. He is a high-functioning alcoholic who has some family troubles. His wife kicked him out, and he has been living above a bakery, doing various jobs. Often is called on to do like blackmail gigs for like mafia families in New York, things like that, just to get by. And sometimes he cleans up, disguises himself, and he looks like a lawyer who went to invisible law school or imaginary law school for 6 years. Who knew? Yeah,
I'm a small town bird lawyer.
Yeah.
When you lose your mind, I'll have to make it a permanent fixture.
Yes,
I tell you,
that's a good.
I
That's a
don't
good
know.
point.
I don't know if his mind is there.
He lost that a long time
I think
ago,
it's
well
gone a long
before
time.
Peru.
Yeah, it was before the game started.
Okay, and finally, Evan as Ryan, the one-man gang.
Yeah, Ryan Greyfall is an older man from Switzerland that migrated when he was young and met Jackson Elias as a bodyguard, a big hulking man, and went to the Amazon and experienced some things and was a little bit surprised, I guess. And he wanted to learn about why they exist, how they happen, and what is really going on in the world. So he became an occultist and librarian now as he studies the different things that are existing. And now that they've gone to some books, you might learn some more
Now that they have some books,
that he's probably not going to share to a certain person.
they
I
stole.
believe they were stolen fair and square by who did that? Not you. Who gets to decide? Also not.
I'm the one holding them.
I'm the one driving the car.
All right, you can fight me about it. That's fine.
All right, children. No. All right. So yeah, we got books. Let's talk about last week. So what did we do? We started off. That's when Louis cleaned himself up. Everybody kind of gathered together, and you decided to make your appointment you had with Erica Carlisle at the Carlisle Estate, just north of New York City. Ryan went on his own, so you guys arrived at different times because Veronica drove fantastically and very fast in this shitty winter weather and made it there in record time and safely.
What can I say? I'm a New Yorker.
And I'm driving. So you got there. You got there ahead of Ryan. There was armed guards everywhere, inside and outside. Men with dogs also pacing around the yard. You were greeted by the lawyer. What was his name? Bradley, was it? Remember?
That sounds right. Bradley Gray?
Bradley Gray. That's
And
right. Her
Joe
lawyer.
Corey was the big guy.
Joe Corey was her muscle. That's right. Thank you. Notes. Thank you. You saved me.
I always take notes.
I was gonna have to go
Nerd.
back and look up his name. So yeah, that was the one that you spoke to on the phone, Veronica, and arranged for this whole meeting. Miss Carlisle, though, was nowhere to be found, and she was being a little difficult, so you were all asked to stay in the billiards room. And that's when Seamus ducked out to go to the bathroom, found his way at the library, found a secret lever or switch, found a safe, got into the safe, found some tomes, some books of forbidden Cthulian, Lovecraftian, eldritch knowledge. Got that. Then Miss Carlisle ended up showing up in the room, kind of spoke to the group of you. You know, you determined she really didn't know anything at all. She was a booze hound, much like Louis. She was rather rude. And you eventually left the estate. And is that where we left off? Is that all really what happened? We did the estate the whole
I
session?
think so.
No, we were leaving, and I
Yeah.
got to figure out what all the books were.
Okay.
In the
Yeah, we were in the
car.
car. Yeah,
In
we
the
were in the
car.
car when we left.
We didn't
off.
say where we were going, but we were in the car.
Okay.
That's for me to
Toronto.
know and you to find out.
Matt, we're driving to Toronto. You can.
You're going
you
to
can advocate
Toronto?
this, right?
Oh,
yeah,
you're going
we're going to Canada.
going
Canadian
north.
beers like moonshine, man. Let's go.
Toronto. Okay. It's the center of the universe. Why not? Canadians will get that. Okay, so let's do our luck rolls, please.
I'm gonna need a lot of that.
So go ahead and roll your luck.
Oh my god, why do I keep rolling under it?
If it's
Not
over,
wrong.
2d10 plus 10. If it's under, 1d10 plus 5.
What was it over again? 2d10 plus what?
2d10 plus
10.
10.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, Captain Ryan. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Everybody's got their luck down. Oh, and I cannot forget to mention a big thank you to Sirenscape, who has provided us the official sound set for the Masks of Nyarlathotep adventure. So when you hear sounds playing in the background, that is what you're hearing. Why are you not playing? I'm gonna turn on the cold streets of Harlem as we drive back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have any of the Sirenscape sounds that give off the impression that one is in a car with a insane and very dangerously fast driver?
Not
Like the donkeys.
Oh,
They're
there's a taxi ride. Let's put that on. That'll probably be dangerous. A New York cabbie. There we go.
Can we play
pretty
sweet or what is it? Amazing Grace?
Yeah,
Amazing Grace.
Amazing
Yeah, let me
Grace.
cue up Amazing Grace.
The only song on the radio at all times, all days.
The only song that exists. That's why we're all going steadily insane.
Yeah.
At ungodly levels of volume. Okay, so what's the plan? So we've got the books from the Carlisle estate. You read the newspaper from the that morning also, and it said the Juju house, there was a break-in, there was an attempted arson, and that's it. The fire was put out. No mention of cultists or weird going-ons or anything like that. Just kind of like talking about the 4 of you who were there. Was it 4 of you or 5 of you? Were you all there? You were all there. 5 of you.
Four of us, I think, right?
No, Gwen was
It
there
was all
too.
5. Yeah.
Yeah. That
At
was
Juju? No, at Juju is no
Wait,
Seamus.
we're missing.
There was
Seamus,
no
so-
Seamus, exactly.
there was no
Thank
Seamus
you.
and Juju. Okay,
That's
the
why
4
it
of you.
went so
The
horribly
4 of
off
you.
the rails.
And it was Gwen who was missing from the Carlisle estate. Okay. So the 4 of you are described also in this article, and yeah, no mention of 30 half-naked men wearing headdresses in the basement or a creature or anything like that. Just like an attempted arson, but police and fire department were on the scene, and everything was okay.
Fortunately, my car wasn't there. This time.
Yeah, you're all skulking up in the snow down the streets. The 4 of you.
We literally walked home.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
God.
So, what's the plan? Where do we want to go?
I'm driving to my house.
Okay, you're going back to your apartment?
Yeah. And we have a lot of research to do. I think it's fair to say, as an academic of sorts, we should probably peruse these notes and tomes that we have garnered in our work thus far. I mean, God, we ransacked the Juju house, and I still haven't had the time to look at the notes that I stole, fair and square. Ryan, I would appreciate it if you would stick with us during this part of the examination. You are a bookworm, are you not?
Mrs. West, though, you think maybe we shouldn't be going back to your place since we just ripped off the Carlisle estate and it was under your name that we were there?
God.
I mean, I did steal a lot of stuff from there. You know, if she looks in her bedroom and sees that this nice jewelry box is gone, I don't know. I mean, I'd say odds are pretty good they're going to come to your place. They don't, I'm
You
just
really
saying.
put me in hot water. I hope you realize I'm a woman about town. People know my name. We can't be pulling things off like this willy-nilly.
That's
I
what
could
I'm
get in
saying.
trouble.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. So maybe we shouldn't go back to your place,
Fine. I have never done anything wrong and been held accountable for it in my life, and I won't start now. Where are we going?
We could go to my library, I guess. Research.
You have your own library?
I mean, he doesn't own it, but he works
Okay.
at one.
Okay.
No, he doesn't
Man,
own a
it's
library.
called the New York Public Library.
Yeah.
It's public. It's right there.
It's not.
In the
It's
name.
common knowledge. It's fact that a man by the name of Ryan owned
Yeah.
the library.
New York Rhine Public.
Just like how you looked up and there's TNT shops on every street corner in the
true.
1920s in
It's
New
true.
York.
It's true.
It's true. It's true. They sell it right next to the candy bars. TNT,
Mhm.
Milky Way.
Salvatore, you live in the greater New York area, don't you? Likewise with you, Murphy. Would either of you be willing to host
Wait,
this
is
one off?
Gwen in the car?
Louis.
Oh wait, Gwen is not in the
That's
car.
true.
Is
Wes turns over
she-
to the driver's seat and she's like, oh, I really thought Murphy was with us this whole time. Shit.
Is anyone concerned she's talking to herself? I
No,
hold the
not
books
really.
tighter away from you.
Yeah, we could we could go to my place over in Queens if you want. It's not quite as spacious as your Manhattan estate there, but if you like fresh baked goods, plenty of those. But we can
I
always
love
just
fresh baked goods, but I've never spent more than 24 hours in Queens, and I'm worried starting that might give me other bad habits.
She might get dirty or something, you know. She can't go somewhere like that.
Wait, I'm just saying, maybe, it's early still. Maybe we head up to that juju house that you guys totally tried to burn down last night.
Maybe we should swing by Gwen's first, see if she's.
Oh yeah.
Let's swing by her
covered.
place, and good God, if she has a car that isn't traceable back to me, that would be lovely.
Well, I can get us a car that ain't traceable back to you, Miss West. But I mean,
Why did you agree with that?
somebody else will be looking for it eventually, though.
We could
Oh.
send you to the juju shop. You weren't there when we burnt it down.
That's true.
It's not burned down. Correction. You hear a voice from nowhere from the sky. It's
When
not
I
burned
completely
down.
destroyed Juju House and it is no longer existing.
It's not burnt down.
I'm
Maybe
pretty
we
sure
should
it is.
consolidate our
birdies say
efforts
that.
a little bit. If there's people wanting us here and there, maybe get everyone on the same page. So let's get Gwen first, and then we can make a decision.
Good idea. Perhaps I could rent a hotel room for us. God.
I hear the Hotel Chelsea's got a nice place. It's got really sturdy fire escapes. You don't got to worry about falling off them at all.
Going to slum it at the Chelsea? God.
Yeah, I feel like
Get us a
Veronica would go to
nice-
the Waldorf Astoria or something.
Yeah. Or the Hilton. or
Nothing
something.
like keeping a low profile.
Yeah. I'm sure they wouldn't be looking for you there, Mrs. West. No, sir. And,
Well, I have several homes.
and Louis and I mean, we'll fit right in at the Waldorf Astoria.
Well, I look pretty good right now. So maybe.
Fine. Somewhere that isn't the Chelsea, but is
Oh, that's right.
similar
I mean,
in
Mr.
disposition.
Mr. Honeycutt or Honeysuckle or Honey something.
Oh, okay. Sometimes you know how it is. You got to change your look a little bit. Get where you want to go. Things like that. It helps.
Yeah.
You really must teach me. I feel as though I am quite distinctive in my appearance.
You want me to teach you how to look like a lawyer? No problem. I could do that. Yeah.
No, I want you to teach me how to look dirty like you do usually.
It's carefully curated, many years of experience.
I can
but
tell.
Yeah. Sure.
Perfect disguise.
Sure. We could do that. Definitely.
Now, I've got the makeup and the money to buy more makeup if that doesn't suffice, and we can deal with that later. Either way, though, let's get a hotel room and let's pick up Murphy.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Louis would probably know where Gwen lives.
Yeah,
right?
I was
Do you
gonna
think,
say-
Megan.
I'd say so.
Totally.
So you head right to Gwen's house or apartment or wherever it is that she lives. And pick her up. Get her involved in this caper. Get her. She's now an accomplice to this.
Is it
this,
accomplice whether she likes it or not?
to this
Gotta have
thievery.
a fall person for the police, after all.
All right, and you want to lay low? Are you going back to the Hotel Chelsea? That'd be funny.
No, not the Chelsea. Somewhere cheap, but not the
A
Chelsea.
grungy hotel that doesn't actually have a name. It just says hotel, and that's it.
Oh God.
That's what we want.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
think Louis would probably know where a couple of those are around the city.
Louis
that's-
definitely knows.
I think that's in his wheelhouse.
I think Louis is in the shotgun or the sidecar.
Oh, yeah, wasn't I like steering for you while you were yelling at Ryan? I think last week. Something like that?
Yeah, you
That's
did.
right.
So you're canonically up there with
I
me.
got
yeah.
a driving role from that.
In the book, it mentions the Alcazar Hotel. It may be just around the corner from the Waldorf Astoria, but it couldn't be any further from it in terms of the nature of its clientele. One of the many less desirable establishments in the city, it is favored by bootleggers and other enterprising souls operating on the wrong side of the law.
I
So
got a
you go to
perfect
the
place.
Alcazar Hotel.
Perfect place for us. We're going to the Alcazar. It's
You
gonna be
walk
great.
in,
You're gonna love it.
Louis! As you walk in.
Veronica, you're gonna love it. I tell you, Miss West, it's gonna be wonderful.
All right, yeah.
Like
I'm
it is
not
Norm
around.
from
sure if
Cheers.
that was sarcasm or not. Either way, I'm sure I will find it an interesting learning experience.
So
I'm
it is
never
around
sarcastic.
it is around the corner from the Waldorf Astoria, so you could always go there if you wanted to, Veronica.
No.
So yes, you go to a dingy, dirty Alcazar hotel. There are all sorts of unsavory characters sitting around in the in the lounge when you walk in. There's men passed out at tables. There's others drinking. All the eyes turn on you as you walk in.
I say hello to like 14 different Tonys
Yeah.
as we walk through the lounge. Hey, Tony! Hey, Tony! Tony, how you doing?
I think I'm wearing a trench coat now. It's definitely not weather for a trench coat, but I'm in a trench coat just walking in here. I don't want to be seen.
Yeah. And there's a desk with no one behind it.
God.
Do,
there a
do
bell?
you knock or do you
That's-
what do
Just grab one of the keys. It's no
Oh.
problem. We'll just leave a tip, grab a key. We'll be fine.
it looks
It'll be
like
all right.
only 69 is available. Is that one okay?
It's self-service. Yeah, 69. That'll be fine.
69. That sounds nice.
Is the only key there? I don't see any other ones.
Well, let me at least leave a tip. Rolls credit score.
Yeah, roll your credit score. A number of eyes turn in your direction, Veronica, when you pull out your handbag or purse or whatever it is, and you start taking money out and putting it on the counter. And you gain the attention of quite a few unsavory folks here in the lobby.
You know what? I wanna look at them and indicate that I have noticed them noticing me. I want to roll and intimidate to be like, yeah.
I see you. All right, you're
I
gonna try.
see you. I see.
They
you see me.
are not intimidated by you whatsoever. In fact,
Fuck.
two gentlemen get up and they start walking over to you. And, hey, ma'am, you lost? You don't look like you belong here.
I belong exactly where I am at any given point in time. How about yourself? Seems
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
very
I'm
close
right-
to my proximity.
I'm right where I need to be.
Well, I suppose that makes the two of us.
Everybody make me a spot hidden roll, please.
Oh yeah, farm that roll. Oh, I did it.
Oh, wait, I did it.
I failed. Wow.
That is gonna be some luck dropping on this one right now. How
36.
do I?
You gotta click the 88 and then it will.
Oh,
the
sorry, I
the
gotta
little
move
spider
down.
above it.
Ugh. I feel dirty doing that, but I'm not gonna be caught unawares.
Yeah, I spent the luck to pass it too.
All right, well, this one you needed more successes. So I'm going to say Gwen and Louie.
Oh shit!
Notice, so the one man comes over, he starts talking to you. The other man goes on the other side of Veronica, and you can see that he's going to pickpocket. He's just kind of going, reaching into her trench coat and just what's in your coat? He's taking it.
Oh, he's stealing from my trench coat. What a fool! I don't keep anything but like receipts in my trench coat.
Well, he's
it's
taking,
my purse he should have gone
Well,
for.
he's gone for your purse then with a sleight of hand. Well, the other
Okay,
one's talking to you.
All right,
What a
yeah.
fool!
My
What a
purse.
nincompoop! But Louie and
Damn it.
Gwen notice with their 2-star rating, with their regular with their
Yeah.
2 levels of success. They notice that and they see it, but the others don't.
Well, it's got my Tommy gun in it for starters. As
In your
well
purse?
I have
This is,
gun.
this is my big personal thing that I brought with me.
Are you Mary
It's my
Poppins?
big personal bag.
Oh,
And it's also got like, $50 cash and probably a necklace. that isn't
All right,
one
so
that
he's
I'm
reaching
wearing.
in and he's taking
Makeup.
he's taking some of the cash. And Louie and Gwen see this.
Yeah, Gwen's gonna go over and put her arm around the guy and say, "You might not want to be doing that, mister. You see that big guy over there? Yeah, he's on a murderous rampage. I'd bet
I am what?
He says, "Mind your own business, lady. Shove off." And he kind of pushes you away
business.
Wow.
as he pockets the money.
Whoa! I will
Whoa,
grab him if he
what?
pushes Gwen.
yeah, that's it.
Whoa,
What?
whoa! I won't
We'll
protect
pull the- we'll
Veronica.
pull the
I
coat
won't
back.
Protect Veronica, but I will protect
Yeah.
Gwen.
I mean, Louis
Wait.
will pull the coat back, and the gun will be showing on the hip for sure. He's not gonna pull it, but the gun will show.
All right.
Like, I don't think you want to go
See-
acting like that's very rude. You're giving this establishment the wrong reputation here.
You
Uh,
shouldn't push women.
Do you want to make an intimidate roll there, Louis?
Can I help
Oh,
him?
yeah.
Can I give him?
You can roll intimidate also.
Okay.
Instead of giving
Thank
bonus
you.
die,
I
I'll
feel
let
like
you.
Ryan-
I'll let you farm experience.
Seamus will walk up behind the guy and clip him in the back of the head with a blackjack.
Oh, whoa!
I'm gonna use my reroll
Holy
that Veronica
moly.
gave me. I give up. I quit.
So okay, Ryan.
I'll let Ryan take. Ryan's the
with me.
muscle.
Bear with me here. Okay. Yeah. He turns around after that and he sees you like this mountain of a man behind him. He goes, "Hey, just a little misunderstanding, all right?" He just kind of backs away.
It seemed pretty clear to me that you were just robbing her. It's not really a misunderstanding.
You didn't see that. You didn't see him rob her. You
Or did
know
he just like pull his hands?
You just saw Gwen walk up. Well, he passed his sleight of hand. Gwen saw it and Louis saw it, and he basically took it and pocketed it, and she walked up and put her hand on his arm, right? Is that right, Gwen? So he's pocketing the money. So you don't know why she walked up and stopped him. She didn't say like, "Hey, buddy, you stole from her."
Yeah, what he said. You trying to steal Miss West's money right out of her purse.
So I don't know what you're talking about. You got me mistaken with another guy, and he kind of like puts his head down. He kind of like tries to press.
I will grab
his
him
way
if he tries to
between the two of
leave.
you. Yeah, he's.
I club him.
Oh
I
yeah,
club
that's
him in
right.
the back
All right.
of the head. I snuck around behind him.
Please.
roll your brawl.
It's just money. There's no need to cause a scene. That
Ooh.
Exactly. An exact hit. Wow.
All right, that hits. Roll your damage. Yikes. All we got left is Juju House. We're starting all this trouble in New York.
9 points of damage.
Couldn't have just picked a normal hotel.
This is a
God
normal
damn it.
hotel.
Had to get the worst one in New York.
Fucking A.
That's a love. That does a love tap, my friend. Give her money back, else things might get a little bit more leaded in here.
Let the lady speak for herself. I don't need the money back. If you're that desperate and that pathetic at hiding your attempts, you can keep it.
Well, Miss West,
It's
that's
a
a
gift.
that's such a bad precedent. I mean, I'm a
It does
thief,
set
and
a
I mean,
bad precedent.
he
But I
gets
don't
caught
want
stealing.
any more.
There you go.
Professional pride.
He's rubbing the back of his head. The one that was talking to Veronica goes, "Hey, listen to the lady." And the two of them just kind of start pushing their way past when she says you can keep it. And they're going to go for the door.
Hey, but thank me first. Because I saved you
They don't even look. They just kind of like wave on their way out.
from no respect.
And with that
All right, I think we're
commotion,
done here.
Yeah.
a man kind of saunters out of the back room and is just like, "What happened? You need a room?"
Dick waving.
Number 69, I believe, is the room we're going for here.
Sure, no problem. He turns around and he goes to reach for the key and he's just like, it's gone. He's like, there's nothing there. And he's kind of like contemplating. He's working on his head like, what? Where did the key?
Don't you remember? Is he wearing a name tag?
No, he's not wearing a name. He's very disheveled. He's got a button-up shirt. It's kind of like poking out of the front of his pants. Stains all over his clothes. Hair is all messy, disheveled. Looks like he just woke up.
Well,
Might be a little drunk.
we came in here. You gave us room 69, and we were just coming down here to see if you had an extra key on account that there's so many of us.
Are you wanting to make a fast talk?
Yes, I do.
Okay, please roll me a fast talk. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
He goes, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're in here early and you paid in full for the week."
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember you.
Gwen.
Gwen Arthurs. Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. And your name again, sir? I can't remember.
Leo.
Leo, the man. Thanks. So, do you have an extra key for us?
Nope.
Very
Nope.
Well, anyway, your tip's on the counter.
He just doesn't even look, just scoops it up, shoves it in his breast pocket, and kind of turns around slowly and stumbles back into the back room.
Excellent.
On our way to our room, I just kind of turn to Ryan and I say, look, you really mustn't cause scenes like this. It's just money. I have a lot more than that. Please, it was less than $50.
Mrs. West, I think he was causing a scene because Gwen there got hit. I don't think he cares at all about you.
It was not because of you. I could care less. Your money could go disappear. It could fall off a cliff. I don't care. But pushing Gwen, that is a little bit too far.
I kind of agree, though.
I'll give Ryan a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, surprised you could reach that far.
I can jump.
All right. So you guys are
I
gonna
make
go
the
to
suggestion, by the way, that don't go throwing around real names in this place. This isn't the place with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No. Yeah. You played it. You played it cool. I'm just saying that now they know there's a Miss West somewhere around in here.
Yeah.
And
a Ryan.
Could come back. Yeah. But
Yeah,
there's so many Rhines in New York,
it's
so it's
super common name.
7 feet tall and
the one that owns the public library. He's very famous.
West is short for Westlake from now on, please.
All right, so you make your way to your room. The door's a little stuck, jammed. You get it open. You flick on the light. It kind of flickers a little bit. You can see cockroaches scatter for the nearest bit of darkness. There's a single cot in here, little bedside table, a lamp, a window, a desk, and that's about it. There's a shared bathroom at the end of the hallway if you need to use the bathroom.
I hate it already.
So what do we want to do?
So what
here?
the hell are we doing here? Yeah. What are we doing? We doing some sort of research? Yeah. We what are we doing? What's the next steps?
We've got books, we've got papers, we've got a table, and we've got a light.
Well,
Those books are pretty big, and that font's kind of tiny. Might take a while.
I dropped down the folder that I've created of the documents that I haphazardly stole from the Juju house, and I drop it on the table after shushing probably the ashtray and anything else that's on the table usually off of it. And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, peruse. Grab the first document that strikes your eyes and start reading, because we've got not that long and a lot of papers and several books. We should get to it. And then we can decide from there what our next course of action is. But between you and me, I don't think that we got all that we could from Juju House. Carlisle was a bit of a dead end aside from the books in her safe. And, probably ruining my reputation over some of the things that I said in private. But
that
Juju House was something different.
Well, I think we should really discuss what these books actually are, because I know many of you have encountered occult stuff in your life, and these books are no laughing matter. So whoever chooses to read them, it is at your own risk. I will just warn you now.
I share a similar disposition to our dearest Elias with regards to the occult.
Well, how about this?
Not
How about
sure
we
that
just take a look at whatever we can get, whatever you grab from Juju that's small. We can look through it quickly. These ain't just books. These are tomes over here. They're gonna take a while to sift through. Some of them aren't even English. I don't even know what language that is. So, we've got coppers on our tails from this, that, and the other thing. And if we want to stay, ahead of the game, we might want to hit Juju again, because we know that there's probably a treasure trove in there. Whatever the hell that was going on in the basement that Ryan saw. Who knows if they're going to do it again?
I'll have you know, I have never been so sloppy in my life. You people really bring out the worst in me.
I could probably sneak my way in there pretty easily and see what's what.
We could do that, but if you get caught, we can't help you.
Unless we're outside with Tommy guns.
Well, I think people are going to recognize us for the 18th time we've decided to go to Juju House in 2 days.
Oh, this one
But
is
just
apparently
disguise
good at
ourselves.
disguise.
Hi, what do you want me to do? I am so tall.
You
I'll
should
put a
probably
mustache on. I will curl it a little bit. I'm sure
I've
no
got a
one.
great idea.
No.
You know how there's dumpsters that get picked up by the trash collectors every other week?
I don't think there's dumpsters in the 1920s.
Sorry, trash cans. Probably.
Trash cans or bags of garbage on the side of the street. Someone's. I have a
Bags of
feeling
garbage.
there are
eh?
dumpsters though at that point.
We could probably find a can or something that's big enough to fit you.
I am not going to just sit in a can.
I'm gonna look up when dumpsters were invented.
All right, so right now the goal, the plan is to go to Juju House.
Yeah.
I just don't think everyone should go. I mean, especially Ryan. It's not going to benefit really.
So Ryan, you wanna do?
I'll
something?
probably stay and read or go like get some French books and like something to help translate.
Not a bad idea.
Sure.
The group sans muscle
So
descends upon the boss fight.
reading tomes. Just a heads up here, Evan. I'm just looking at the cheat sheet. So your initial read is actually supposed to take a few days, even though we did the car. That's fine. You need to make a language roll, and that's when you get some Cthulhu mythos and you get some sanity. If you want to do the full study, that's when you learn more, and you have to know the language of the book and go from there.
Yeah, I was gonna do
Doesn't
like
it
the
take weeks though? Doesn't it? Like,
That takes
take weeks
yeah.
to
That's
read
gonna
through
take
these?
like it lists each of them, and some of them was like 45 days. Some of them was more.
Yeah,
The
I was
initial
gonna do the
read
shorter
that we did in the
ones.
car
Yeah.
should take a few days, and you have to know the language. But we kind of just hand waved that last time, and I gave you some very topical information about them, and I didn't give you all of the details to do.
Yeah, that one.
There was
the
a one
book-
day and a 10-day.
Yeah, Amongst the Stones was 1 week, and Life as a God was 10 weeks. Both of
Oh,
those
1
were
week, yeah.
both of those were in English.
Right. So I was gonna start with one of those, but try and get some like books for if we are gonna leave soon to like have to help translate the French.
Oh, gotcha. You really want that French book, huh?
He is a librarian. Come on, this is not a stretch.
Life
here.
is a God. Life is a God. Yeah. 10 weeks. Life is a God. 1 week amongst the stones. Okay. Selections de livre devant.
36 weeks.
Yeah, and then 45 is the last one.
Yep,
Yeah.
For the
You gotta take some sanity loss, my friend.
Hey, I'm
You need to
ready.
make some language rolls. Okay.
Oh wait, I want to spend at the very least an hour looking over the books that I've gathered. So what sort
At
of
least
roll
an
would
hour?
that be? Or not books, the paper. Papers and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
At
So you have
least,
the papers out. So
no,
you
half
just
to a four.
grab some stuff from his private room. And what you grabbed was
I went into his fucking room, grabbed random shit, and I did pretty well at it too. You had me roll a luck, and I think I scored big time on that luck roll. It
You
was either
did.
2 or 3 successes.
Unfortunately, there's not much in that little back room for information or details. You go through it, and it looks like you grab some ledgers, and it looks like it's just like numbers and either names of businesses or utilities, or there's like initials next to the sums. And you just grab like an armful of ledgers, and they go back a couple years.
Matt, I have accounting as a skill, and it's actually really good.
Okay, make me an accounting roll. Are you looking for something?
What the fuck? How did I fail that? Wait, I'm using my reroll.
Oh, look
There
at
we
that
go.
success. I'll tell you what.
I'm looking for everything.
So one, how do we do this? One set of initials really sticks out to you, and it looks like there's a monthly payment made to them. It is the initials WR.
WR.
You got an extreme success, though. I want to give this to you with an extreme success. That's crazy. It jogs your memory. Your first night when this craziness all unraveled, that you were taken to a police station, right? You were taken there by a Mr. Martin Poole, MP. But he spoke of a Captain Robson who set up a man on death row who he believes is innocent. he came into the room and also beat him up. And that jogs your memory. The only other WR you know is a Captain Walter Robson with your extreme success.
How fast? What is the? I mean, like, you know, if it says in the book, give me the exact number that it delineates. But if it doesn't, just be like very vague about exactly what that amount is monthly.
It looks like he's giving him $5 a month. And you, like, with your extreme success, it looks like it's probably protection money that he's paying to the police, and specifically to a higher ranking officer.
And this is in who's the Juju House proprietor again? It's Naquan, right?
Silas Naquan. So
Silas
this kind
Naquan.
of makes you go, okay. There was a cover-up in the newspapers over last night. Kind of makes a little bit more sense now.
It makes a lot of sense. I think I was already beginning to suspect this, but this kind of just seals the deal. Monthly $5. Interesting. So yeah, is that all I can garner from the notes that I've taken? I could give you spot hidden or something.
No, other than that, like there's payments to Emerson Imports, who you know is the importer for goods from Kenya, and he told you like Silas Naquan is his like one customer. So that's in the manifest. You've gone and spoken to Mr. Emerson. There's things for utilities, there's bills and things like that. But that was like the one thing that stuck out, and you're just kind of like, what is this? What is this WR? Month over month over month. And you deduced that it's the only WR you know that you've come.
And it makes perfect sense because I already knew this guy was a crook and in the pay of someone or something. And this just seals the deal. Excellent. Yeah, no, there's a lot more Juju House that we don't have that we need. I think we must go back there.
To Juju House. That's
maybe even later today.
Damn good accounting roll.
Honey, that's the entire reason she's running the museum right now.
She
did not get there on beauty alone. She knows how to work a coin, except for when she's around brutes who steal from her in the lobby of hotels.
Yeah. I am going to go to the library unless you need me at Juju House.
Let me get this straight. When we go to Juju House like the first time, and there's like 30 guys down there that have threatened to come out and like kill us all, you're cool with that. But now you want to go to a library when we're going back to Juju House.
Yeah, the books seem way more interesting than whatever is at Juju House.
Good God.
You are like the opposite of like a team player. Is this sort of okay?
Oh,
gotcha.
All right, So you want me to go to the library then?
$25 goes to the first person who gets Ryan drunk voluntarily.
I don't think there's enough liquor in all of New York to get that boy drunk. Look at him.
Goodness.
$25.
He's like an ox.
Ryan witnessed human sacrifice, heard some ungodly, unearthly creature gurgling down there.
Let's go. I'd
rather go to the library.
No, it's fine. If he's a coward, that's no problem. It's fine. The rest of us will go.
Are you calling me a coward? Is that what's happening here?
I'm just theoretically putting it out there. Go ahead.
Seamus has already left the room. He's like, this room's too small to be fighting rain in, so I'm headed down to the lobby.
All right, yeah.
I'll follow Seamus.
See you at the base.
The same cast of characters is still down there, either drinking or passed out.
I will kind of like look at Gwen. I'm a little confused. Does he want me to go to the library or should I come with you?
Rain, to be honest, we'd be lost without you. Please come with us.
See, now that's a very direct approach. I understand. We're on the same page. All right, I will walk with you.
Come on.
Is your face okay, by the way? You know.
Oh yeah. This huge bruise in between my eyes with a bandage across. Absolutely.
I can fix it later if you need some.
That's very kind of you, sir. That'd be lovely.
Right,
I turn to Seamus as he leaves, and I'm just like, He really doesn't like me, does he?
Oh no, ma'am. He hates you very much. He truly despises everything about you. He thinks you are the worst human being probably who's ever lived. I think that's what he thinks. I don't know.
I mean, there have been pretty bad people in the history of stuff, but I suppose maybe I need to work on myself.
He definitely does not think you're the cat's pajamas. That's all I can tell you, ma'am.
Or maybe he's kind of an asshole and I don't bother myself with opinion of peasants.
This may be true too. I don't know what to tell you, Miss West. All I know is you shouldn't let sloppy thieves steal from you. I'm just saying. I'm putting that out there. That was a mistake.
Darling, I didn't want to make a scene. Our names and our faces are already out there. As much as they have been already. They could be even farther.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are well described in the newspapers from last night. And then today, stealing from her? I mean, we need to get out of New York. I mean, need to get out of New York. Nobody knows me here, but you're
Yep. You're preaching to the choir, and the choir is very antsy and eager to get out of the auditorium. All right, Juju's house, and then we split. First lead out of the country as soon as possible. The quicker the better.
Okay, very good. So straight to Juju house. We driving? We on foot? How do we want to get there? Because last time you all snuck up. It's the middle of the day as well, Juju. So you don't know what's waiting you either. You don't know if there's people there. If there's maybe police. You have no clue. Well, how do we want to approach this?
What? I don't know about you, Louis, but I think we should go in kind of quiet, like. Because if there's some coppers with shooters there, I mean, they don't know me, but y'all. Yeah.
I mean, we could just scout it out ahead of time, go around the block, get the rest of them to come up once we know it's clear.
Salvatore, if I might, I think you should help us all with our disguises.
I didn't really bring my makeup kit with me, but yeah, I could do that. Can I roll disguise? Can I roll disguise on other people?
Yeah,
I pop open my makeup kit, which of course is in my big bag alongside my Tommy gun.
Yeah, I know all about this. This is great. Yeah. My daughter and I, we used to, get these little dolls all together. We all dressed them up and things. It was great. So I will try to make Veronica West look like a kind of a drunken, fallen in the gutter New Yorker. Is what I'm like.
Holy shit!
Wow, an extreme success. So what, Veronica? What does Veronica look like? How does this translate?
Oh God, wait.
Well, wrinkle clothing everywhere, right?
Dun.
I just pick up dirt off the ground and just smudge it all over her face here and there.
Oh,
Ruffle up her hair a bit. Take anything that's shiny and looks expensive, take that off, put that in a bag somewhere, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, maybe take some soot and you kind of rub that in your hair. You're all disheveled. Yeah, use the makeup. Put some bags under her eyes. And you're able to, with extreme successfully, change Veronica's look well enough that anybody just like glancing at her would not put two and two together. They're the same person after you've done your disguise work.
I'm like an artist, you know. Maybe you can put some of my work in one of your museums, your galleries, or something later.
I am planning on doing an exhibit on enterprising explorers, and by the end of this we may fit the bill. Although, God, look at what I'm wearing.
You probably should like act the part and talk a little different and not act like you're so snooty or something.
He makes a good point. He does.
You're acting like Miss West. Act like a normal person.
Can you talk like you're poor? Can you do that? Can you just give that a try?
I have heard the poor speak in my museum on occasion. They sound a little bit crass, but let me try it. Can I make like a What would I be rolling here? Acting, I think. Acting.
Yes, make me an
Yes.
acting roll. Oh, you
Wait,
success-
wait. Yeah, that
Yes.
is on the money.
That is successful. So
All right.
you kind of and you know.
Well, let me. God, this fucking art looks like shit. What the hell am I doing here? Man, I paid $5 for this membership fee every year. God, this is awful. Really? They put this in the museum? Are we really teaching our kids about dinosaurs having sex? Are we really teaching our kids that? No. I'm not bringing my little Bobby here.
It is
Nah,
slowly
I think
transitioning.
I got it. Yeah.
The voice
got it.
sounds different, but that attitude just hasn't really changed whatsoever. But that's
No,
it's
you're
fine,
right.
it's
You're
fine.
right. You're right. The attitude's got to work on it. Oh, Bobby would love this. There's dinosaurs
Oh, no.
having sex.
Oh,
There you go,
okay.
positivity. Who would have thought? You know, you just hide. You just wrap yourself
yeah.
in some warmness.
You
and
just
positivity.
try to be a nice person. It's really not asking for a lot.
What on
No one
earth
would
about
recognize you.
dinosaurs having sex makes you think I'm a good person?
All right, are you going to disguise all of us? Because I'm waiting to see what you are attempting to do with me.
Oh god. Okay. Well, I mean, Seamus, I don't got to worry about, but yeah, I guess I could give you a hand. So I'll try to disguise Ryan.
All right, I don't know what that's gonna look like.
I have no
his
idea. Let's
frame
see
and
how I
size.
roll.
I want to. Oh boy.
I'll burn my reroll that Ryan just gave me for this for Ryan. Here we go. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah!
that's another extreme success. What? All right, what
I
does this
make him look like he looks
Frankenstein's
like he
monster?
looks like an no. He looks like a very massive Russian babushka grandmother. I just wrap scarves all around him, little bits of gray hair coming out of the scarf underneath. Yeah, and he just puts the
Alright.
scarf up so you can't see his face.
You're a babushka.
I feel uncomfortable.
I love this.
Imagine how I feel.
I'm just not going to talk and walk around like a giant babushka lady.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
You're all... He's like correcting your posture, make you all like kind of hunched over.
No, stoop. You gotta stoop more. You gotta go down. You know, make an arc. It's like a
I'm
lowercase arc.
trying. There are so many layers on me. I feel stuck.
Well, very cold out.
Arm, Ryan. You're good.
Are we gonna Gwendolyn Murphy? Do you need a disguise?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and roll myself.
Okay,
See
roll on
She's
your.
an artist. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
it's a lot of luck. Do you want to spend it?
I don't have. Oh, I do. That's all my.
Somebody
luck.
give this motherfucking woman a reroll, please.
I'll
Get
use-
up in here and give her a reroll now. She has earned it.
Have I? Have I really earned it? I don't know.
Oh, you certainly have. By putting up with us this whole night thus far.
I was thinking the same thing. I was gonna say the same
You
thing.
earned it.
Until Gwen gets a reroll in the chat. Does Louis?
Wait.
Oh, Karayan's out of points.
It is a goddamn pity that I am a player in this
Wait a minute.
and can't use
Yeah,
my
I can give it- I can give it a hand.
40.7k.
I was gonna say I can give Gwen a reroll even.
Oh, wait, we
There's
can't.
one.
I
wait,
can
you
too,
give
but I
people
feel like-
rerolls?
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There
shit.
you go.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. Melissa's got you.
Well, thank you.
And too old to Twitch. Awesome. Thank you.
I'm still gonna give you a reroll. Fuck you.
All right. Megan's now sitting on 3 rerolls. Go ahead and reroll. 56. You're closer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Another
the
one?
rerolls to spend.
oh my God! Where
We
am I?
have one more.
For the love of Pete.
No. Let's. You got as
Well, use your
many
luck
as I have
there, yeah,
points.
yeah.
It's 9 points of luck now.
19.
19.
19. Sorry.
Got to use all your rerolls.
Jeez, I feel awful. Well, thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate that.
What?
Okay.
Pat bought me a GM reroll. Thank you.
Hey,
Oh shit.
Whoops.
Thanks, Pat.
You can keep it. You can keep it.
All right. So you successfully. Well, how do you disguise yourself, Gwen?
I am whatchamacallit, like I don't know. I'm gonna dress up like a dude for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
My hat, I tuck all my hair up under,
Buddy's cross dressing. Yes.
right?
You typically wear pants, don't you, Gwen? That's their style also, right?
I'm gonna take Ryan's like tie or bow tie, whatever he's wearing, and put it on. And yeah, I'm gonna take his coat that's like 8 times too big for me, and wrap it around like a trench coat sort of thing. And yeah, it's
Okay,
gonna be
very good. All right, so you are all disguised with the exception of Seamus, who just looks himself because he was nowhere to be found that night.
The Invisible Man.
All right, so are we heading to Juju House, Babushka, and all?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Whew. All right, we taking a cab? Are we taking?
I don't
Veronica's
think the babushka
car?
should take a cab.
Okay, I'll drive the car, but I'll park it a ways away. So you're gonna have to walk, and I'm gonna have to tolerate that. I mean, you're also gonna have to tolerate it, but I care about me more than you.
Yeah, I don't know
No
if
offense.
someone of your current social appearance should be driving a fancy-looking
Yeah,
automobile.
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, you are looking like a normal person. You can't drive around in a fancy car. It doesn't make any sense.
However,
I'm getting
Garfield
sound like
Honeycutt
fucking
looks like the
right.
kind of fella that should be driving a vehicle this evening. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Fine, but I got shotgun. I will not compromise.
I
on
am an
this.
old
Don't
lady. I don't
try.
understand. I am an old grandma. You should give me the shotgun.
Yeah, can it, ma'am?
Rain, I don't got a shooter that size, but if you want to give me a few minutes, I could probably go punch up a shotgun.
I would. Let's just go.
All right.
Wait, do you want a shotgun? I could probably find somebody willing to part with one for enough money. Would
No.
be a deal with me though.
Let's just go. Go to
Okay.
Juju
Yeah,
To Juju
probably a
House.
better idea.
Juju house.
You're all disguised very well with those rolls. So, you know, if there were witnesses that night that did see you and that can identify you, with the degrees of success that Louis had in his little disguise kit, they would not be able to recognize you at a glance. You'd have to really kind of go out of your way and get in their face for them to be able to recognize you. So you get in the car, you head snowy, cold streets to Juju House, back to Harlem. Do you want to go to the front street where it's the back of Juju House, or do you want to go to that alley which leads to the entrance of Juju House? How do you want to approach Juju?
I think we want to park like at least like 2 blocks away.
Okay.
Let Seamus go reconnoiter, you
Sure.
know, and go from there.
So Seamus will he sneaks up. You know, he's being quiet, unnoticed, gets in the shadows, and does a circuit around the building, looking to see if there's anybody, particularly any coppers who got their eyes out on the Juju House,
Gotcha.
or anybody else.
Front street. Go ahead and make me spot hidden, though, please, as you're kind of casing the joint.
I'll spend the 4.
The 4 luck? Okay, so do the front street first. You kind of scan, you look. It's middle of the day. There's people everywhere. But there does not appear to be any cops or cruisers parked here on the street watching it. Even with your success, you know, you can spot a plainclothes officer. And the streets seem to be clear to them. It looks like that pawn shop, though, that is on the front street, has been boarded up again. You weren't here, you're not aware, but the others had gotten into the pawn shop, but it's kind of like, oh, there's fresh boards nailed to that pawn shop. And the windows are all covered up with boards now as well. You go around back. We're going to keep your spot hidden roll. We're not going to make you re-roll that. And the alley seems to be void of any sort of activity. You can look down it. I'll say you even walk down it a little bit to get a closer look. There's no people. There's no police officers. And there's a closed sign in the window of Juju House, even though today, as per the hours when you were there previously, today is one of the days that they are typically open and at this time.
He makes his way back around to the car, and he's like, "So Louis, I didn't see no coppers. There no funny guys in headdresses, no button men, nothing. It seems all shut up. Place is boarded up and closed signs on the door. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get us in, though."
Well, there's no one with eyes on the joint, and it ain't the middle of the night, and we don't see like 2 by 2 of these crazy cultists walking up towards it. Now seems like a good time to get inside.
Yeah, that was a little bit insane when we went last time. Hopefully it's better this time.
Maybe you can find a way to get inside, open the door like, normal like, so it doesn't look like we're just breaking in.
Oh yeah, look, I think I could do that. So I'll go back around the back in the alley there, and I'll unlock the door. Do you want me to open the front door to the broken down pawn shop, or just leave the back door open?
The pawn shop doesn't actually have an entrance, right? That's one of the
doesn't
things we were
connect.
stunned
We
about.
went in
Juju.
through the pawn house and then we watched with bated breath literally
Yeah.
nothing because we couldn't see it.
Yeah, and we
So,
heard something
yeah.
underneath. So yeah, we got to go through this store itself.
No problem, Lee. So Seamus will go back around, sneak back around, and see if he can't jimmy the lock to the door.
On Juju House itself.
He gets up close to the
Yeah.
door, and he searches the door real quick just to make sure nobody's put any funny little booby traps on it or anything. And then
So just make me another spot hidden for that, please.
Yeah.
after
Roll as many things as you possibly can.
Okay, so
It's
you
better.
look over the door. Doesn't seem like anybody's put anything on there. You kind of look through the window, though, and you see that there is a faint light coming from behind the curtain of the back room. Otherwise, there's no activity in Juju House. Otherwise. Like a candle or lamp. Somebody smashed down the stairs.
So he
That sort of light.
leans over and as quietly as possible jimmies the lock.
Okay, go ahead and make me a lockpick roll, please.
You've got to be
It's your
kidding me.
best skill!
Gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'll spend the 5 luck.
Does Seamus have a reroll?
Yeah, wait, does Seamus have a reroll? No, maybe. I mean, like, wait.
Oh, I think he
What
does.
is the ruling on players giving?
That's supposed to be a no-go.
I feel
Sitting
like
on
that
like
should be a
50K.
no-go.
That's probably, it's probably.
Got too many monies
All right.
spent. It's bad
So I spent-
precedence.
I spent
Yeah.
the 5.
You spent the luck. You get your toolkit out. You work that lock. You find that sweet spot. It clicks. Melissa just bought you
Thanks,
some
Melissa.
reroll.
I'm sure I'll need it in a minute.
You get that little audible click, and the door swings in.
Matt,
So-
can we say that the rest of us, like as he was going, can we casually start approaching? And like Louis would suggest,
sounds
maybe
right.
we spread out a little bit and don't all four of us approach the same, maybe 2 and 2 kind of go and just.
I'm gonna
Just
try
make
to
it-
be
make it
stealthy
cash.
about it.
What, you mean like a well-dressed man, a down and
My
out
grandmother.
New York woman,
My grandmother and my
a
grandmother.
babushka, and another New York fella going down the street is not going to be unusual? No, not at all. Okay, yeah, you're going to
Nothing
spread
unusual about
yourselves
this.
out.
It's New York. It's a melting pot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Except in Harlem, you all stand out.
So Seamus, after hearing what everybody said about what happened in Juju House last night, he has his 45 out just in case, because he's a little afraid. He's a little
Sure.
worried.
The door just kind of creaks open a little bit, and right away your nostrils are hit with that smell of of there was fire, some burnt wood, charred wood. You can smell it. There was a fire here recently, which you know, but there doesn't seem to be much signs of it in here. There are still the artifacts all over this shop, just like kind of scanning the shop itself, and it's tiny. This is like 10 feet by 10 feet. It's tiny little area. You weren't in here the other night. You're kind of blown away at how small this place is. Actually, sorry, it's 15 feet by 20 feet. But you see all sorts of things like African tribal artifacts, masks, leather-headed drums, stuffed molded giraffes, carved wildebeests, things like that. Dull weapons, like things for show, touristy sort of items, not real weapons. Kind of littered about the store. There is one corner, I'm going to say, off to the west, the wall adjacent to the abandoned pawn shop. There seems to be some like charring on the wall there, and that's where there is some evidence of fire. But it looks like it was taken care of and put out quite quickly. And
So
didn't get a chance to spread.
Seamus will very quietly approach the curtain and just pull a corner apart up the side a little bit and just kind of glance back there. He's got his pistol up. He's looking just in case.
Do you want to make me a stealth roll?
I do.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? So you've watched Seamus now kind of pull out his piece and skulk in.
Well, if we can see him go in, like,
Yeah, I'll
I
see.
would definitely
Yeah,
follow
I'm
in.
stealthily following
Yeah.
suit.
I am following my son.
Come on, come on, come on, Mama.
Very interesting opinion.
So you...
I'm gonna hook Ryan's arm in mine. Like, come on, I'm gonna pat her. Come on, babushka, let this go.
Honeycutt, that's not a traditional Russian name, is it? Is that, you changed
gonna say,
it
this
when
is the first-
when you came to America?
No one's talking to me. No one's talking to me. They don't know I'm Honeycutt.
Look at this
I'm a man of many
Italian-Russian
accents.
solidarity.
I am Big Pharma.
There's a throwback. Okay, so you kind of pull the curtain aside, and you see there's a small room. There's a bed in the corner. There's dressers. This is where the windows, the barred windows that face the front of the building are, and you see a very, very old, shriveled, skinned African-American man wrapped up in a red blanket laying there on the bed, and he seems to be sleeping. Pardon me, he appears to be
Wait.
sleeping.
Shriveled and like shrunken, like this man's fucking
like,
dead? Or,
no,
or
very,
he's
very
just
old. Like extremely old. His skin is very wrinkled, almost like a walnut. It's got such deep, thick wrinkles in his skin.
So if it looks like he didn't wake up, Seamus will slowly pull back and go back to the door so that he can whisper to everyone as they come in that guy's back there.
I turn to the fourth wall and ask if waterboarding's been invented yet. Then I turn back to you and I say, noted.
I was right on the dumpsters, though. I saw that in the Garblag Discord. Remember, garbage.
Yeah,
I
you
know
were right.
garbage.
39.
I live
Did
You're a fucking genius with regards to garbage.
did the guy have like anything? Like you said, he was just completely wrapped up. Like
Yeah,
nothing was-
so it looks like he's wearing clothes, but it looks like almost like an African tribal
Mhm.
blanket he's wrapped up in around himself.
Is it possible to peek to? Because I think right now Louis would be having mild flashbacks to Peru in like the chest tattoo and wondering if there is something similar anywhere on this man that we could potentially see. But if he's completely wrapped up, I guess that's enough.
No, he's kind of like hunched over. He's got his back, or he's laying on his back. That's how Seamus saw his face. But yeah, you can go sneak over there. You can make me a stealth roll, and everybody's like peeking at this old man through the curtain.
Before we go into, like as you're at the door, I say, don't you?
Extreme success. So yeah, you get a look, and
Can't see me. I'm stealth.
He's John Cena.
Son, where are you?
So you stealth up there. You get up there. There's a slight creak in the floor, and you adjust your footing, and you get up there, and you pull the blanket aside, and you don't make a sound. You're even kind of leering into the room a little, get a closer look at him. You rolled so well. You're so confident in your stealth abilities as Garfield.
I got my
Honeycutt.
grandmother that I have to impress.
And the man kind of murmurs a little bit, and it appears he is sleeping. He is wearing clothes, normal clothes. He's got a button-up shirt on. He's got some slacks, and he's got this red blanket wrapped around him. If you want to, you can make me an anthropology roll. Yeah, I know you got like nothing in this, do you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Veronica's like, oh, hey, my bed is covered in red cloth too.
1%.
Oh my god.
All right, with a 1% chance of success, you're just like,
Holy shit.
It's a red blanket, and you don't notice anything out of the ordinary with him, other than he's just a really, really old man. But he seems to be sleeping right now.
I will point at the hatch to Seamus.
Yeah, Veronica is at the hatch. She's looking at the hatch. She's waiting for people to be interested in the hatch. She is like, eyeing
you know,
it. She's, like,
there's a hatch behind the
looming
counter.
over it.
That's right. There's a hatch there, but there's a lock on it. Louis, you see there is a key hanging around the man's neck.
What the fuck do we need that for? We've
Just
got
pick it.
fucking.
You do have Seamus. That's right.
Lockmaster
God,
McGee.
Well-
Seamus!
Lockmaster 2000.
Well, I also would assume that not only is he good at lockpicking, but he might be good at sleight of hand. I don't know.
I'm pretty good at sleight of hand too.
I will
Do we
back
want
up.
to risk it?
What
I
if
will
you
back
try
up
to
and I
lock
will
first and
whisper.
then-
I will whisper. I'd be like, he's got a key for that lockdown right around his neck if you want to try to snatch it, Seamus.
If you want
Oh,
to.
son,
I ain't
you
gonna
came
do
back.
Louis, you're testing my skills here, Louis?
What if he
Just
just
saying.
opens the lock first, and if he fails, he can go grab the key?
That's a
I
little
suppose
easier,
it all
but
You're
okay.
the
depends on what he
professional.
wants to
You're the
train.
professional here, Seamus. You're the professional.
All right. So Seamus looks back at the lock and then he sneaks over to steal the key.
Okay, so sleight of hand.
He's not my son.
He feels like he's been dared here by Louis, and he respects Louis, so he's got to give it a shot.
I hope you
I
fail.
did egg you out a little
Of course, he is not your son.
bit. There you go.
Oh wow, another extreme success. Wow, you guys are nailing it. Okay, so you get really close to this old man. You get a good look at him. His hair is completely white. His mouth is open. No teeth whatsoever in this man's mouth. And he's like skeletally thin. Just a frail old man. And he seems like he's in a deep sleep. And you reach down, you kind of take this key. It's tied around his neck with a piece of leather string. And you get it up and over his head, no problem. He doesn't stir or anything. Hell, you're so silent, so stealthful. I don't know.
This guy's totally dead.
Seamus.
No, he's
goes-
breathing. Like Seamus, you hear him breathing.
Yeah. Seamus walks back. He's like, Louis, I got the key, and I looked really close, and this guy, he's got no teeth. I mean, not even an ounce of gold in his mouth at all, or I would have had that tooth too. I'm telling you, he was out. But let's.
Never doubted you. Never doubted you.
You're too good to me. You're too good to me, Louis. Let me see about that lock. So
Okay.
Seamus goes over to the lock and
Yeah.
picks it.
You're gonna pick it.
Yeah, puts the key in his pocket.
Okay, yeah. Roll me a lock pick. All right, yeah.
I shove Louis in the chest, and I'm like, I like this guy. I don't know why, but I like this guy.
He's a professional. He's got confidence.
Yeah, he's confident. He's consummate in his professionalism. This guy, he grabs the key, right? He doesn't use it. He knows what he can
Why
do.
are we talking so much with a sleeping
Quiet,
person?
You gotta stage whisper this shit.
So he unlocks the lock.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I have to stage whisper this shit.
The lock pops open, and there's this steel ring handle on the trapdoor. You lift it up, revealing steep staircase leading down. Again, it's a stone stairway. Floor, ceiling, roof. Floor, walls, and
I
ceiling.
pat the babushka
It's
on the
like-
back. You're up.
20
I take out
feet
my wooden sword.
down. You can see there's no light down this tunnel. Remember the night you went down there? There was a lantern or a
Lamp,
torch that was
yeah.
lit halfway down. Right now, not lit. And you know that there's a door at the bottom of those stairs, right?
I hand you the flashlight I keep in the bag with my Tommy gun.
Everybody, how does your Tommy gun fit in a bag?
And you
it's
have a typewriter,
big,
too?
It is a big bag. No, I don't have a type. No,
Okay.
literally,
Typewriter?
it's my Tommy
Just a
gun,
Tommy gun.
my flashlight, a couple other items of personal input or interest, and that's it. It's a personal messenger bag. It's it's like the kind of shit that people take when they're going places.
I'll
need, like,
hand
a duffel bag for a Tommy gun, though.
It was like a cello. One woman's purse is another woman's cello case.
Yeah, it is not a purse. It is bigger than that. It's like it is genuinely a messenger
It's a suitcase.
bag. Gotten her. It's like the women's equivalent of a suitcase. Yeah.
All right, I will go down. I'll turn on the flashlight
So,
once I get a
yeah.
little deep enough.
You turn on the flashlight, and again, you see these arcane symbols on the ceiling and on the walls as you descend. Do you want to make an anthropology roll? Anybody who's looking at these carvings
Yeah.
or symbols can make me an anthropology roll.
I think I want to hit that again. I'm gonna go for that again. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really don't.
Wow,
I'm
you
gonna
guys are
spend
really
16
good
luck.
at.
I'm gonna spend 16 luck
Are
because I
you?
want to get it right. Yeah, I am. I know it doesn't matter.
All right. Yeah, because you're.
I
not
want
gonna be able
Louis.
to
I want Louis to know this. damn
Okay,
it.
so Ryan, with your 2 degrees of success, you have more of a chance to study. There's no banging drums coming from the basement this time. There's no chanting. There's no sounds. There's no light. So you have time to kind of look at these on your way down. You're convinced that the coast is clear here this time. And these appear to be Kiku. Kikuyu, Kikuyu, tribal signs symbolizing evil.
Sorry.
And Louis, for whatever reason, you are aware of this as well. You're just like, oh yeah, it's the Kikuyu tribe. This is bad juju.
Elias and I used to talk about some things from time to time. You never know what we could have talked about. We get a couple gins into them. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. However you wanted to explain how you know what that is.
That's how it is. I just happen to know. I like to.
So
you talking
Yeah,
about these
whenever
crazy
Elias
things?
got drunk, he used to draw symbols on the wall.
So you get to the bottom of the stairs, and at the bottom, there is a massive oak door with huge reinforced iron strips. Cut into the wood are more symbols, but they're not like the other ones. And these ones, I won't even get you to roll. They're unidentifiable. You've never seen anything like this before. I don't know what that sound is playing for the Juju house. Sorry, I hear music playing. I'm like, what is that? Let me change up the sound set also, because I think we have one for going into the depths of Juju house. There we go, into the depths. I don't know what that singing was. For anybody who's listening to Sirenscape.
So does it look like you would have to forcefully get this
Yeah.
door open? Like there's no okay.
So it looks like, yeah, you're gonna have to try and force this door open. So what you can do is
I hope I don't break my disguise with my muscles here.
Don't worry. Russian grandmother's notorious for being like ridiculously strong.
Don't use
You
my
can-
fucking flashlight.
You can
If
either
you break it, you buy it.
Okay, so
I
we got
know
a couple
I'm
options.
free with my money, but
Yeah,
With some strength and size,
I don't like
you can
you.
break it down.
sure.
You can use a firearm and shoot the lock. Or a successful locksmith
Oh,
can also get you in here.
Hey, Rain, I mean Babushka, I think I can get this door open. Just give me just a
But I think I can get this door open.
Okay,
Grandma, quiet. There's a man sleeping upstairs.
I think I can get this door open.
Well, you know, Rain, I that's okay by me. Every man should get a chance to open a door once or twice in his life. So, you know.
Oh, wow, that went a lot smoother than I expected. All right, well, since no one's going to argue with him, he will try and open it. So just roll strength, or
Oh, you're gonna try. Okay, so to break it down, no. So I need a. What's your strength and size together? What is it total?
170.
You can do it by yourself. Okay, instead of the combined strength of the combined force of 2 investigators equaling 160 or greater can break the door down. You can break it down by yourself because you're such a massive hulking person. So you just kind of lean into it, and yeah, the door gives at the hinges.
I gotta say, Louis, that babushka, one hard boiled grandma there.
It's all that borscht, you know. Really, it's a hearty meal.
All right, so you are greeted
they
now
tell
with this
me.
room that you saw previously. Is everybody going down the stairs with them, or is you letting Ryan take the point for now, and he's gonna like motion the rest of you down?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm following him.
Seamus would have been behind him. Yeah,
Okay.
Seamus is gonna let him go along.
So you're greeted on the other side of the door with this room, and it's all stone. The roof in here is about 15 feet high, and everything's dressed in stone. There are torches in wall niches lit all around this room. There is a curtain on the opposite wall of where you came in that looks like it's covering up another room or something over there. There are also drums around the perimeter of this room. And there's a large, it almost seems like a well or pit on the west side of this room, taking up a huge footprint, and there's a massive boulder on top of this well. And it is connected to a rope and winch, which could be used to lift this boulder or rock up off of the well itself.
That is where the creature was, and I'll point at the giant hole. Can I like listen to see if I can hear it in there, or if it was
Sure.
only like?
Yeah. So just an idea how big it is. It's 8 feet in diameter.
I'm
this-
presumably at the base of the
this
stairs too. Are you very visibly listening, or?
I mean, I would have moved in, like pointing at the giant thing.
Would you have indicated for others to listen as well?
Oh, I don't care. Anyone. He's not stopping anybody from doing whatever.
I'm going to go ahead and listen because I see this man listening.
Okay, so you're all
Cool.
making me listen rolls. Gwen, you don't hear anything. Ryan, you're right up against it. Veronica, you're there as well. You're positive that this rock and this like well base around the bottom would seal off any sort of noise whatsoever. You're gonna have to use that winch if you want to hear or see anything.
Matt, is there any like weird smells or anything here? Anything I would recognize?
Not smells, but you know what? If anybody wants to try and deduce what the strange symbols and carvings all over the walls are, you can make me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Okay, remember, if you make this roll and
You make-
fail, you lose 1d4 sanity, and if you make it, you lose 1.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother. I don't know what they are, and I'm tired of pretending that I do.
Yeah, no matter what, you lose sanity. That's right. And you gain a
Yeah.
point, don't you? If you make
You
it.
gain a d4 points.
And this
Matt,
is permanent sanity loss.
I am, however, going to whip out a piece of charcoal and a piece of paper and draw them.
Okay. Yeah, you
Are-
start doing like etching, rubbings. Okay, gotcha. So you accurately make etchings of all these various symbols around the room that Ryan is unable to determine what they're from. So you took one permanent, so permanent sanity, like it's off of.
So do I just reduce my total to?
So you lose one, and you also lose a permanent point. Like you can't get it back. That's how you slowly go insane in this game, by uncovering the truth of the elder gods. And
I just don't know how to put that on the character sheet.
we'll figure it out after. We'll figure it out after.
So
Yeah.
while all that's going on, Seamus goes to the other curtained alcove and wants to see what's behind that other curtain.
I think Louis will join you. Yeah.
Okay. So you push aside the curtain, and there's a tiny little room here. It's like 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. Just a little tiny alcove. In here, you find that there is a stand. And on the stand, there are a number of items in here. You find that there is it appears to be like the hide of a leopard that's sitting on top of this chest or this stand. It looks like there's items wrapped up in it. You also see that there is a feathered robe on the stand, and propped up on the walls, you see a pair of lion's claws that looks like they've been refashioned to be able to wear as like gauntlets on your hands.
So Seamus is going to do a quick, taking a look at this from the eye of a professional thief. Oh, he wants to try to try to determine if they actually have any actual value or if they're purely for ritual purposes.
Okay. Sorry, you also notice a chronometer hanging on the wall.
Would I know what the description of this old dude?
He does. So he was not
Is
the
not
one
the
wearing the robe.
priest?
Is that?
Yeah,
Is that,
okay.
if that's what you're asking? No, he was not the priest. He was much younger, much more fit. He was not a withered old
That's what I thought,
skeletal
yeah.
man. So you want to know what these
I just want
things
to
are.
know if they actually have any value,
Mm-hmm.
or if they're purely, but the only purpose would be for some sort of ritual, or if they themselves have any sort of intrinsic value.
They don't appear to have any sort of value. Maybe to a collector of African artifacts that would have some value, but you're not really, even with your success, you're like the lion's claws are kind of cool. You think, oh, that might sell to someone, but like a feathered robe doesn't really stand out to you. A leopard hide, you're like, yeah, I could get a few dollars for this, but it's nothing.
He pulls the leopard's hide to see what's in there. He's like, Louis, none of this stuff seems like it's worth anything. I don't know why they got it all hidden away down here.
So I'm in the other room, kind of the main room, and I'm probably close to the stairs. Can I do like a quick spot hidden to see if there's anything that we've missed on our way here?
Yes, please do.
And I was gonna
extreme
go through
success.
that robe too. By the way, when you get a chance, man.
Yeah, we'll go through all the items. There's a lot to kind of cover. You have this, like I said, this is it. This is the end of New York, the basement of Juju House. There's a lot of things down here. The only thing in this general room, Veronica, and anything that stands out that's not in this alcove is that damn well with that rock on there, and it's got your attention. You're like, what the hell in the middle of New York City would they have down there? A lion? A leopard? Tiger? Like, what the hell would be down there?
It's definitely something down there.
All right, this robe. Anybody can make me a science zoology or a hard natural world roll on.
My God, what?
It's a long, but just looking at it, it's a long feathered shawl of shimmering color.
Murphy!
And Gwendolyn Murphy. You're looking at these feathers,
Murphy.
and you're an artist, so you've studied many books. You've studied maybe books on birds that aren't native here to North America, and you've painted them, and you identify these feathers as belonging to flamingos and kingfishers, which are native to East Africa.
So I'm gonna reiterate, be like, oh, you don't see kingfisher feathers every day. This is highly valuable, guys.
This is the sacrifice. The high priest was wearing these clothes when I came down here.
It's like it was stolen from the New York Metropolitan Zoo.
Maybe. You get that feeling, Gwen? Remember when we were in Peru? And there was that stuff that was supposed to be from one place. It's not South America, but Africa. And here we are in North America. We got Africa. Some weird animals here.
They're
Starting to give me the heebie-jeebies again.
I don't know about you, but that well's giving me the chills.
There's something in the fucking well, that's for sure. I've looked this place over and back and over again, and I've been here twice before, and there's something in that fucking well.
I think
I'm gonna fucking open it.
Exactly, if you are not ready to stomach what is going to be here, I suggest you leave as he walks over to the winch.
What? Oh, wait. I thought we were going through the items here. Okay.
Well, I mean, what else is there? The
open
cougar
that
claws,
shit.
There's more. There's stuff that's wrapped
the
up.
chronometer.
And there's stuff that's wrapped up.
Oh, they keep doing that stuff.
Okay, the lion's claws. Oh, man.
Ryan, darling, if you're opening the well, then let me know, because there is another level to this dungeon.
They've been fixed.
It is not here.
They've been fixed to glove-like garments so that they may be worn. The construction is sturdy enough that these two ritual items could be used as weapons.
That's it. I'm gonna start clawing people.
That's it. He's got the tiger claws. Do you want to go into the?
Well, what was wrapped up in the leopard's hide?
All right,
first?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you want to unwrap the leopard's hide? Inside the leopard's hide, you find some more items. You find a book. You find a book titled "Africa's Dark Sects." Opening it up, it is stamped "Property of the Trustees of Harvard University."
That's the book. The missing tome.
Bear with me. This is a tome. Let me just kind of... This is one that you'll have to study also. I'm just going to flip to it in the book here.
Another motherfucking Cthulhu Myzo's ass tome! Yes!
This one is also written in English by Nigel Blackwell, dated 1920. It's got blue pasteboard covers with marbled end papers and blue stained page edges. Just by first glance, it just looks like it's written by an explorer by the name of Nigel Blackwell during his travels across Africa. So
Never heard of this, Nigel. Wait, no.
We
I'm
can-
not even remotely related to this.
We can look into that later. So that's another tome. And that was the book that Jackson had contacted Harvard University regarding and mysteriously disappeared one day, and there was a strange smell left behind in the library the day it disappeared. You also find a mask. A carved wooden African mask with 4 hideous faces perched atop a thick corded neck with a basket
You don't.
reed, feather, and fabric collar that hides the wearer's face.
Yeah, you don't want to put that on, Seamus.
A successful science botany roll or a hard natural world roll will give you some more details about
Science
this.
botany? I don't even have any of this shit you're saying.
No, most people don't. It's very specialized. But natural world, hard natural world. Oh, Ryan!
Ooh, I was close.
It's only,
You gonna spend it, Ryan?
it's only a couple.
What I have
left.
to, but I need to do.
Do you have any rerolls?
Or I do have a reroll,
feel
but
like-
I can't reroll
I
10.
feel
Oh,
like
I could spend 15, right? And that
Yeah,
would do it?
15 and you can get it.
Oh, don't. I passed.
But you need an
Oh,
extra
hard.
success, don't you?
It's a hard. So you didn't get it, Gwen.
Oh, I put in the hard difficulty bit.
And it's got the spider for the
You need
fail.
you need two. You need 2 successes. Do you want to spend luck or you don't have any?
I don't have enough to.
Okay, I'll
Ryan,
do
you
mine.
want to spend the luck looking at this
Yeah.
mask?
Yes.
All right, so it establishes that it's constructed of no wood known on Earth. Although the feathers and fabrics are similar to those of the High Priest's robe, but much older. I have to go to the other book for a lot of these. That's spread out across 2 books, all these items. So let's see here. 650. This is the kind of shit that will get you Cthulhu Mythos and make you go crazy. Let's see if there's any more information I can give you. Not really. You don't put the mask on?
I'm pretty sure Ryan is smart
Put
enough not to do that.
Okay.
Put it on.
I don't think
Uh,
the cultist would put on the mask.
I'll tell you what. You can make me a Cthulhu Mythos roll to get some more details.
I just spent 15 luck and I got bullshit, and then you want me to roll
All
the
right.
insanity.
Well, you know, it's constructed of wood not known on Earth. So this is unearthly. You've never seen anything like this. It does not track with any sort of tree found on the face of the Earth.
I guess I have a reroll.
That's what
right?
you
I could
got
use
out of
that for
it.
that.
Yeah, for what, Cthulhu Mythos?
Yeah.
Roll me Cthulhu Mythos. Gonna lose
Alright.
some more sanity?
Okay, and I can reroll.
Oh, you're
Don't
damn
suppose
close.
you want to put it on me.
Wait, can I spend luck for?
Yeah, spend luck. Take your sanity loss, though.
Okay.
Okay, spend some luck.
I'm gonna lose one.
This mask represents a combination of 4 outer gods. Nodens, Asathoth, Shub-Nagarath, and Yog-Sothoth.
Damn, they invoking Yog-Sothoth up in this bitch?
You have read tomes in your readings and things that you've pushed out of your mind. You've locked away because you could not believe them to be true. But you have seen. You recall seeing an image of this mask in a book, and it is written in this book that it was hewn by a high sorcerer who led a cult that worshipped a god by the name of Cthulhu.
Ooh.
Make me an archaeology or anthropology roll to establish its origin on Earth.
Okay. Anthropology or okay, I don't have.
Yeah,
that
and just
one.
straight rolls, not hard.
Oh, I have a reroll.
Use a reroll.
Oh.
Wow, 90 and 93. Remember, this is the
nailed
end of New
it.
York. We're
Luck.
taking a break after this. You got luck?
Nailed it. I don't have any. I don't have any.
Okay.
I don't have that
All right.
much.
So you can't determine its
50 luck?
origin. You can't determine its origin. But go ahead. Did you take your sanity loss for the Cthulhu mythos roll?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
There's also a burnished copper bowl. It's etched. I'm not even gonna get you to roll here. Don't waste your rolls or think about using luck or anything like that. With unrecognizable runes and signs. So you don't need to roll anything for that. But if you want to roll Cthulhu mythos, you can learn some more. Oh, lots of Cthulhu mythos here as we wrap up New York.
I don't know. Is this stuff even useful to us? This is about the signs, you said?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it since we're wrapping up.
Yeah, just lose all that sanity. Oh, no luck. Hey?
No.
Okay, just take your
Well,
sanity
no,
loss then. Anybody else want to try and make a Cthulhu mythos roll?
No. With my 0%.
Yeah.
Single rank in that motherfucking skill.
You also find a carved scepter. Obviously, African of origin, carved from baobab wood and inset with runes, perhaps recognizable as someone who knows Egyptian hieroglyphs. Does anybody know language Egyptian hieroglyphs here?
I have friends.
It's a little bit like Spanish, right?
Yeah.
It's like Spanish.
No.
It's not a bit like Italian, but I know people who know people who know people.
You find
I hire people.
You find a headband of gray metal with various runes scratched into the surface of this heavy, curiously warm to the touch metal band. Again, a Cthulhu mythos roll. Here, if you want to determine more. With the sanity just going down the drain. Why not, Ryan? Want to make Cthulhu mythos roll?
I think he's
Why
talking to someone.
not?
Oh, is he?
Just
We can
let
come
it
back to
happen, Ryan.
We can come back to it. Okay, then we have the chronometer.
Yeah.
Mounted on
That's
the
what
wall.
Louis looking at. That's the only thing Louis looking at. Everything else, like, I don't know what this is.
Make me a no roll.
A no roll?
Know. Knowledge.
well,
Knowledge.
I don't think I
Isn't
have
it?
that.
No? Is that one of your base stats?
How do you? Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a?
You mean like education?
Yeah, is that
It's
like
listed
a?
in the book as a no roll.
I don't have that either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make me an education roll. That
Okay.
straight education. Louis, wow, you're an educated man.
We.
You're just
He
a
went,
small-
he went to law school. We talked about it last week.
So, looking at it, it is not set to local time. You're like, that's not what time it is. You look down at your wristwatch, which is broken. And I don't know how, but you're like, that's Greenwich Mean Time that it's set
I
to.
like to keep track of the. I like to keep track of the time zones. Like this ain't New York.
4 hours ahead of New York
Yeah.
time. So, yeah, it's
4 hours.
GMT it's set to. And last but not least, we find a locked cash box.
Oh.
Neat.
So at that point, Seamus is like, okay, so finally something that I know a little bit about here. let me see if I can pop this lock here.
Let me look at it over. Let me look it over first, if you don't mind. See if there's anything worth value in it. Maybe it's not even worth your time. Can I roll an appraise here?
Just looking at the box, it's just a nondescript metal lock box. You don't even need to roll and praise. You've already passed
Bummer.
appraise for the night. I'm not robbing
I
you. of some-
haven't.
Yes, you did earlier, didn't you?
That was
No,
Aaron.
I rolled.
Oh,
an
Aaron. Okay, so
accounting.
yeah.
Now
From the
I have
outside,
passed an appraise.
it doesn't appear so.
Yeah, that's not worth your time,
But-
my dearest.
You can make a locksmith roll. You can take a screwdriver or a knife and just kind of pop the lock off.
That's all right, Miss West. I'm gonna go ahead and open the box and just take a peek.
Your funeral, there's weird shit down here.
I'll get that. I'll spend 4 luck.
You spend 4 lucky. You jimmy this thing open. You find inside there are like wristwatches, rings, necklaces, like assorted jewelry, and you also find like personal items and effects.
It's from the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a good point. There were some people who died down here the other night, right?
Yeah, and every
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no rhyme or
Yeah.
reason to it. It looks like, yeah, just from like random folks.
It's probably their ship.
So he Seamus locks the lockbox back up and wraps it back up in a leopard skin. Puts the lockbox in his coat pocket and hands the leopard skin to Louis. Like, well, I think we got to take all this stuff, but I don't want to touch it.
I think we do. That's all right. I'm an old man. Pile it on me. It's fine. Except the mask. I ain't putting the mask, and I saw what happened to Tintin. And poof.
Oh,
no
somebody
thanks.
put the mask on, please.
I don't know what a 1010 is, but that all this stuff gives me the creeps, and I
He's a
ain't
vampire.
touching on it.
Mask.
He's a vampire. You know what a
He's a
vampire is?
Oh yeah, like the Count Dracula.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
Simpsons in the comics, right?
Lost his marbles a bit. Still
No,
not-
yeah.
Doesn't quite know what way's up, what way's down.
The chat is like goading you on. Like, somebody, come on, put the mask on.
Well, I haven't seen any masks, nor am I interested in putting them on unless somebody forces them onto my face. So,
Hey.
suppose we skedaddle.
Any role that Matt would ask for to
No!
identify anything that happens
No!
while the mask is on is not. It's like
I-
1% for Louis. He's the worst person to put the mask on.
No.
If somebody were to put the mask
like,
on me, I
archaeology.
couldn't imagine what bad things were to happen.
You want me to put
That
the
were the
mask on
case.
you?
I mean, I haven't seen the mask, but if somebody were to put it on me, I suppose I couldn't protest too much.
Oh, Veronica.
So Seamus is just like, Ms. West.
It's probably not a good
I think that's a
idea.
good idea. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but none of this is good. This is not good at all. And I don't like this place. I think I'm gonna head back over towards the stairs, and I'll keep an eye on, make sure that old man doesn't wake up and come stumbling down here.
Good
We
is
always put it on later.
Yeah, good is a matter
Or-
of perspective, but as long as we have the mask on our personage and we have everything that we came here to grab, I suppose we ought to get while the getting's good, as they say.
Okay, so no mask wearing is happening. All right.
Mm,
I mean, like, I am not in possession of the mask. I have not even seen the mask. That is for other people to
It's
determine.
large. It's a large
However,
mask, covers your face.
Veronica's-
It's got the four heads on top. Okay, I'm just saying.
Veronica's character is consenting. Veronica herself has not even been introduced to the idea of a mask existing.
So Seamus goes, so this mask they're talking about, see how scary it is? I don't think nobody should be putting this on face.
Oh yeah, that looks awful scary. Here, let me hold that in my hand and not do anything other than that.
All right, here you go, Miss West.
Marvelous.
you will regret it if you put it on.
So what happens when I put it on?
All right, you put this mask on over your head. And everyone's watching you. They're like, no! As you do so, the collar constricts around your face,
Oh,
holding it
great.
tightly in position.
Ooh.
Agonizing grimace is clear to everyone else as it like just goes completely tight around your face. You can see that your eye socket's popping, your nose is kind of poking through, your mouth is wide open, and you're unable to pull it free. As though the mask goes on, you feel almost like ease, and you start struggling. And after about 15 seconds, your pupils expand to fill your eye sockets. But nobody on the outside can see this.
You probably see me like half choking, wearing a fake mask.
Roll me
So,
a D4, please.
There's a button for this.
What'd you roll?
I got a 1. That's good or bad.
Oh, you rolled the only one that's not going to give you sanity loss.
Damn it! I was trying so
Pat,
hard.
does Pat have
not-
rerolls? Does
trying.
Pat have rerolls?
I actually do have a reroll. I'm not spending it on this though.
Do it. Live dangerously. I'll
You
tell you.
want me
I'll
to?
tell you this. It won't kill.
Honestly?
It won't
Like-
kill. It won't kill you.
All right. Fuck it. Why not?
2.
I got a 2. And I'm no longer maniacally laughing. What happens?
So
I'll probably last in line to get up the stairs.
You suddenly, as your pupils dilate, you see a thing, a creature. You can't really describe it. It's not even really a creature, a thing. A large, otherworldly beast. It's just like this mass flying through space with a big, wide, round mouth covered with teeth and barbs. And you see this, and you're kind of like blown away by this creature. Out of character, you were seeing Azathoth in front of you.
Out of character. Hey, yo, Azathoth, what's up?
Go ahead and
In
make
character.
me a sanity roll, please, to determine your fate. Oh no!
Yeah, that's good.
Oh no! Wait, you don't want to fail this. This could be bad.
proposition.
53.
Oh, hey. Not bad. That's underneath my score. I suppose I pass.
Okay, so you pass, and all of a sudden the mask just kind of gives way and it loosens up, and you're able to lift it off your face. Go ahead and roll me a d10, please.
That's an absolutely marvelous thing to ask of me. Boop, boop, and boop.
So
7.
go ahead and take 7 permanent sanity loss.
Cool. 53.
And you gain 4 Cthulhu Mythos.
Seems
More than I
like
had to
good
start
balance.
It is balanced as all things should be. Whoops, you got me.
There are benefits to wearing this thing that you are not aware of. But you have come face to face with an elder god. If you had failed your sanity roll as a D100 sanity loss roll, you could have lost your character right there.
Yeah, that would have been pretty brutal.
That would have been brutal, but you did. You survived it. You've learned more of this strange truth out there that is hard to comprehend. But everybody watching on, all of a
Sorry,
sudden
did
the
you
mask...
say
Go ahead.
4 Cthulhu Mythos?
Yes. Yeah, increase your Cthulhu Mythos by 4.
There we go.
Anybody else want to put the mask on? Is anybody going to ask Veronica what she saw? What happened? Just kind of like lets its grip go and...
Yeah,
She seems
Ryan
fine.
would just be staring at her, not saying anything.
Holy shit! I
Seamus-
should not have put that on my
Seamus-
face.
Seamus looks over at her and he just shakes his head. He's like, "Oh, Miss What that," and just walks over the stairs. He's trying to get as far away from everything going on in that room as he can get without leaving the building.
I take it off my face and probably being the last person to mount the stairs, probably left alone in a dark room in like the basement, no less. Like this is like a childhood fear of many people. Alone, dark basement, definitely filled with weird tentacle shit. And everybody's at the top of the stairs, and I look up at Seamus, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. And oh god, I'm alone.
Does anybody want to go to that well, or are we leaving the well alone?
Yeah, I didn't think we were at the top of the stairs. I wasn't sure if we were doing something with the well first.
I was gonna
Are we?
open it.
Yeah, that's what I
No.
thought. So yeah, so we were. both-
Oh, okay, yeah, no. So I'm standing at the stairwell, watching Seamus mount it, and I'm like, yeah, you made the right call. And then I look over and I'm like, oh fuck.
When Veronica put the mask on, did anything happen at the well?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Good question.
That is a good question.
So we got a winch. Wow,
Mhm.
your strength and size alone.
I am.
Oh wait, no.
maximum
What's your strength? This will be a combined strength.
90.
Okay, we'll need 125. So two people working together. We'll put this at the 125 that we need to use this winch and slowly lift this big, massive boulder off this 8-foot diameter well in the floor. So who wants to help Ryan?
We'll do it.
Okay. So the two of you start cranking this thing, and it kind of locks as you do one rotation, so that the boulder kind of goes up. You have to hit a mechanism to drop it down. You crank it once, and it lifts just like 6 inches. Crank it again and again, And as the light kind of spills in, you hear weeping and shouting coming from this hole. You don't see anything just yet, but you can
Like
hear
a person?
many voices crying and shouting out at once. Like 20, 30, like many people.
Can we point the flashlight down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can point the flashlight down there.
Gwen's gonna grab a torch off the wall.
Okay. Who's looking down there? I'll just describe it to you what you see.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. The two of you.
Gwen, how close do you get? Because, like, depending on if you pass me and move towards the thing, there's a very good chance I would hand you my Tommy gun before you even got close.
Yeah, I'll come by and I'll grab it. I've got the Tommy gun in one hand and the torch in the other.
Sorry for the screaming.
That is not the kind of screaming I thought we were hearing.
Well, there is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we were hearing, like,
screaming
"Help
and
me!"
moaning and gurgling. Yeah. No, this
Exactly.
is.
I thought we were hearing help, help.
No,
We're trapped
no,
in
no,
a
no.
well.
Like strained screams, like crying out in torture.
Yeah, so we're not talking about what my neighbors
No,
feel when
no,
the
no,
girlfriend
no.
shows up.
Pleas for mercy,
Talking about,
cries of despair.
Okay, that's kind of close.
Do you still want to look down there? Sorry.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right, you look down there and you shine a light. It looks like it goes down maybe 10, 15 feet, and you see
Gun
this...
out too, by the way.
Okay, you see this
Got my gun
mass, this huge, thick, cylindrical, worm-like mass. Its sickly, purpley, veined muscle body is covered, from what you can see, in human faces poking out from every inch of it, screaming and shouting out in agony and pain. And this thing starts to slither up towards you as you shine the light down on it. And it's massive. It's huge. Go ahead and make me a sanity roll, please, upon seeing this thing.
Right.
Nice. Rain.
Yeah.
You guys both passed?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Is everyone making one or just me?
Everybody who sees it. Everybody's looking down there. Like, the screams are one thing, but when you actually see this damn thing...
I'm not there yet. I think I'm in the doorway, and,
Does it look like it's
It's
trying to
just
like
past
attack
me.
It's
us,
coming,
or is
it's
it-
slithering up when you look down.
Can I try and... Oh, go ahead.
So, Louis and Ryan, you take 2 sanity loss, permanent.
oh, this is getting fun.
Ooh, and only 3 for you, Gwen. 4 is that magic number, I think, isn't it? No, 5. 5 or more in one bout, you get temporary insanity. So you take 3 permanent sanity loss, Gwen.
Would Veronica then be at temporary?
Veronica,
sanity?
did you
Didn't
look?
She took 7, I thought.
Oh, did you
She
take
did.
7 in one hit?
Yeah.
the-
didn't she?
mask.
From
rolled
the
the
mask,
D10.
actually,
Oh, you
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
think I'm temporarily insane.
All right, let's rewind a little bit here as this unfolds, and you're looking down the. Thank you for reminding me how much.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't know. I haven't
All right.
looked at these roll sets in a while.
When
But,
you-
woof,
When you lose
Okay,
5
yeah.
sanity or more, of 1 sanity roll, you
delicious.
can suffer temporary insanity. So
I
you need to make me an
can't wait
intelligence
to
roll,
go
please.
Insane.
Roll me intelligence.
Intelligence.
You want to fail this.
Damn
Okay,
it.
so if you fail, you repress the memory. And
Oh.
you do not become insane. But if you succeed, the investigator
Big
recognizes
bummer. Big bummer.
the full significance of what has been seen or experienced and goes temporarily insane. The effects of the temporary insanity begin immediately and last for 1d10 hours.
Oh my god.
So what's gonna happen?
I
Oh,
have a
1
reroll,
hour.
but I'm not sure I want to spend it on this.
Okay, let's do a bout of madness. What's gonna happen to you?
Oh, so it's like random what you're mad.
Yeah, it's on the random table.
Ah.
3. Violence! A red mist descends on the investigator and they
Shit.
explode into a spree of uncontrollable violence and destruction directed at their surroundings, allies and foes alike, for 1d10 rounds. So all of a sudden, Veronica, as you're lifting this winch up and you're looking down, she pulls out her Tommy gun from her bag and just starts unloading on the room.
Ooh,
I am
think
about to
gave-
go cold clock the shit out of her.
Wait, I think I gave my Tommy gun. In due fairness, I think I gave my Tommy gun to Murphy, but I do have a gun of my own.
Okay, so you pull your gun then.
Yeah.
And how many? We have 4 targets. Roll me a d4. Seamus will be 1, Gwen will be 2, Louis will be 3, and Ryan will be 4. Fire!
Can I re-roll this if it isn't Ryan?
Yeah, it's Seamus. You can re-roll it with your. You have a
Yeah.
re-roll.
I have a re-roll.
Yeah.
All right, it's Gwen. Oh, Gwen gets. Make me a roll,
Two
please.
people I would not hit. Ah!
Go ahead and roll your attack. I know we're going a little bit over the time here, but this is the end of New York, so we'll wrap this up. Go ahead and roll your attack against Gwen. Gwen's
Okay.
standing over this pit, looking down, and all of a sudden,
Wow,
A
we're really
gunshot
gonna
rings.
have to blame the insanity here because, whew, damn it. All right, let's, yeah.
I
no,
get to
I'm
hit
not
Veronica,
gonna-
so it's all good.
I really
Throw her in the
hope you
pit,
do
Ryan. Now's our chance.
After this,
Join the screams.
okay. So,
yeah, between the screams and what you saw, you can't handle it. You can't handle it. Go ahead and make the roll to hit her.
I think this is probably, yeah, this is definitely a firearms handgun
Yeah.
roll.
So, okay, so you
Ooh.
miss.
Oh.
All of a sudden, you're peering down this pit. I don't know, Seamus, what you're doing. I don't think you were getting involved in this. You're standing by the stairs, I think.
No, he's by this.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
you see Veronica pull a handgun out of nowhere, point it, level it towards Gwen, fire, but it ricochets off the stone wall. But she's got like this crazed look in her eye, and she's getting ready to take another shot. The 3 of you spin around and see Veronica pointing a pistol at the rest of you.
Oh, I'm gonna go clock
And
the shit out of her with the sword.
She does not seem like she does not seem to be like in a right state of mind.
Yeah,
Like, her
yeah.
eyes are glazed over. She's muttering to herself. The screams are going off. So you're gonna go over there. What do we do at the pit? So we got Louis and Gwen also at the pit. Are we doing anything there? As this
Do we have a
this
lantern?
massive thing is slithering up towards you.
Torch.
Okay.
You have right?
Or I mean, does the winch itself, does it look like you could potentially dislodge the boulder to make it fall?
It's larger than the hole. You could cover it back up.
No, I guess my point was like my idea was before this happened was that when it was coming above the well to then drop the stone on it, like squish it.
You don't know. Maybe, yeah, you might be able to cut it and squish it. With that, though, with the gunshot and the screaming, you hear creaking floorboards upstairs. Someone is moving up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go for Veronica because she's gonna
Grab
keep
her, punch
shooting.
her, and run out of Juju House. Now you have everything you need. All right. If we are doing initiative, though, Veronica technically gets to go first because she's got a pistol out.
Oh,
We've all got our pistol. I've got my
I
pistol
do.
out.
Yeah, I
too.
mean, I got my
Seamus,
pistol out too.
Are you
Yeah.
going to shoot Veronica? What are we doing? So, okay, let's go
Yeah.
order of initiative here. What's
When she rolled the 1 and a 2, she said the 2 people she didn't want.
I
to
know,
shoot.
I caught
That's
that also.
interesting.
Louis, it's
Yeah.
not-
Interesting that
Louis.
Louis somehow. I didn't realize Louis.
I didn't
All
realize
right.
you were on the same totem pole as
I
me.
didn't
All
realize
right.
I was with Ryan there.
Seamus,
Look, you were third in the list of people I didn't want to shoot. There's 3 people here that I absolutely would not voluntarily shoot if
Okay.
I was in my right mind. And then there's Ryan.
Seamus, give
And
me
Ryan, you know where you stand.
Seamus, give me a Dex plus 50. What is it?
140.
Shit.
Maybe you guys can try and shoot the winch chain to see if the stone can fall on the thing or something. I don't know.
Maybe you
Yeah,
could
that's
try
what I
and
was
shoot
thinking.
anybody but me because I'm totally sane, I swear. And I'm definitely not going to
No,
kill all
I
of
am
you behind
about
your
to
backs.
give you a concussion. Don't worry.
Okay,
Don't
so
worry.
Gwen,
I will try to.
are you pulling your firearm?
Yeah, I have the Tommy gun.
Tommy gun,
in,
what's your Dex plus 50?
140.
Louis, yours?
130.
Ryan, what's your Dex?
50.
And Veronica, what's your Dex plus 50?
My dex plus 50 is 130, 20, 120.
120. Okay, back in initial order. So Seamus and Gwen, you're up first. Who wants to go? Who's got the higher dex between the two of you? Actually, that's what's going to determine this.
Mine's 90.
It's mine. You can go first.
Okay.
Seamus
Seamus, what do you
is
want to do?
So he hears that guy moving around upstairs.
Yeah.
Or
Oh
not.
yeah. You hear the wood floorboards creaking up there. Yep.
This has all gone sideways. So he sprints up the stairs to see if he can stop this guy.
Gotcha. Okay. So you see the frail old man. He's walking towards the phone
Well, shit.
Yo,
on the
there.
counter.
Hey, old stud there, don't be picking up that phone. If you know what's good for you.
I'm gonna call the police. What are you doing here?
We're stealing some weird shit downstairs, and there's some screaming going on, and
He's just help, please, help! He just starts shouting as loud as his old lungs can do.
so I go over to cold cock him. That'll be
Okay. Beat up old man, fighting tentacles, seeing elder gods. This is it. The
Kill
finale of New
the
York.
old man! Kill the old man! Beat him up! Knock him out!
You,
Fuck oldsters!
you were so close to this 2 sessions ago when you went to Juju House the first time.
So close.
All right, make me a roll there, Seamus, to cold cock the old man with your pistol.
We just needed Seamus in the mix, honestly. Like,
Ow.
literally.
Hey,
just-
Whoa!
Extreme
Critical
success.
success. Yeah, extreme. Okay, roll me your damage, please. I think it takes into account the extra d6. I could be wrong, though, because you do get an extra d6 on that.
I don't actually think I've got my gun set up as a bludgeoning weapon. I think it's a D8, right? When you
Yeah, let's go with the d8. And then the extra d6 on top of that.
10 points of damage.
I'm just looking for this old man and his hit points. He's really old. I did not expect you to fight Silas Naquan.
Well, he shouldn't have been
He
screaming.
drops. 10 hit points, 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
You go over cold cock him. This old man just like crumbles to a heap
Well,
on the
it's
floor.
his fault for standing in the way of progress.
My will's in the drawer.
Okay, Gwen,
So-
over to you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Seamus.
No, it's just so sorry about that old timer. I'm gonna take your blanket though, because I kind of fancy it. And he pulls the cord out of the phone. That's his end of his turn.
Okay, Gwen, over to you. So, Veronica just shot you. She's still kind of got her pistol leveled at you. She hasn't selected a target. And she's got this just like dead stare on her face. You know she's not with it right now.
Great.
And you hear this thing gurgling and screaming and wailing of many voices also coming up the pit beside you, behind you, because you've turned around.
I'm gonna shoot this thing. Absolutely. I look at Veronica with this absolute look of disbelief and recognize that this like crawling god coming out of this well is a bigger threat than Veronica is.
For what it's worth, I don't think Veronica knows that you've looked at her.
Yes. Yes,
You hit?
I did.
Wow. I was like, how's a 12 not like more than a just a basic success? But that's because you don't have any points in Tommy guns. But it looks like that's
Awesome.
leveling up after this. So all of a sudden you point your Tommy gun down the hole and just fire down there. Please roll me your damage for your Tommy
Badass
gun.
motherfucker.
I'm right?
Damage,
It
I
is
don't know if
more
you
than
have
one
that.
D8
Damage
by-
is a d10 plus 2.
I think. Yeah.
D10 plus 2, Gwen, for damage on a Tommy gun.
Oh, nice.
12 points
Nice.
max damage. You just you hit this thing. You hit some of the faces. They start to bleed. This like purplish blood. Actually, no. I lied. They don't bleed. The bullets bounce off of it. The bullets bounce off of it. And it seems like you've done nothing to it except make it angrier.
Gonna eat me.
Oh my god. Okay.
We should probably put that rock
Yeah, we should probably knock that winch back down. That takes us to Louis. Over to you. So, Gwen has just fired her, unloaded her Tommy gun right next to you because you were still at the winch when this happens, and she was standing at the well. So you just witnessed this, and you're like, fudge. That's.
And I noticed that it didn't do.
Yeah,
like,
I'll
it
say,
was like impervious.
Yeah, I'll say you
Okay.
noticed that. I'm not gonna make you roll spot hidden or anything like that.
If you want me to roll spot hidden,
No,
Matt,
it's okay. It's okay.
I'll roll you some
You look
spot
down because you were like, yes, as Gwen does it.
I was
and then
excited for it.
you notice that like it did nothing. Like the bullets just kind of ping, ping, ping off of it and against the stone walls.
So the winch, there's
Yes.
a chain that's like holding this. That's
Yeah, and
holding
there's like a
this-
locking mechanism. You can kind of just like hit this lever and it would like drop back
Okay.
down. It's suspended maybe like 3 feet right now off of the base of the well.
Is there a chain though?
There is a chain. Yeah,
Because I really want to shoot it because I think it looks cool. So
it's gonna be a hard success.
I
to
want
shoot
to
the chain.
fire my firearms.
It's gonna be a hard success there, Louis.
I'm in the 90s already. I'm cool with firearms. Now I'll just quickly I'll quickly go over and just like kind of kick the
All right, you
the
walk
chain
over,
so
just
it
kick
falls back down.
You don't need to roll for that, yeah. And all of a sudden, just
Okay.
you hear the chain like going through the locking mechanism, and all of a sudden crash, and some of the rocks and stones kind of like chip off this well, but it's built solid to contain whatever's down there, and comes down with a thud, and dust kind of comes off of it.
And I'll just scream like, "We need to get the hell out of here!"
Well, it's Veronica's turn. Veronica, roll me a d4. 1 is Gwen, 2 is Louis, 3 is Ryan, 4 is a reroll. Oh, you're shooting Ryan. You're shooting Ryan. Getting extreme
Okay, you know
success.
what? This is the first roll that actually makes sense. Let me see. So, firearms, handgun, yeah?
Yep. Roll low. Oh, do you want to
Nice.
spend some luck?
I have a reroll.
You
I
do have a reroll. You do have one. That's right.
All right,
That's a success. You hit Ryan with a bullet. Oh, go ahead and roll me your damage.
Yeah, that's my Gliznetti model 1910 pistol, and that is a 1d10 on the damage roll. Sorry,
Gliznetti.
my dearest. Yeah, no, she's got a Gliznetti. Oh,
I wish you had another
only 2
reroll for that damage, don't you?
Bummer. I mean, I think I do, because I've miscounted. But also, like, in general, I don't really feel like calling it in on this.
All right, so 2 damage.
Ryan's not
Ryan.
worth it.
A bullet sinks into you. Warm trickle of blood oozes out.
The
It's-
already pure hatred that he had towards her just increases. So he is going to. My turn, right?
Yes, it's your turn.
Hey,
Yes.
I look at you, sanity recovering, and I'm like,
There's
yeah,
a whole hour. You're still.
I meant
crazy.
that one.
He is going
I'm
to
still crazy.
basically run towards, or move towards her and grab her face and just pile drive it into the floor. And he's going to start bringing her up the stairs, just hitting each stair over and over and over.
Oh, you too.
Rude.
Yeah.
So I'm
Fine.
trying to. I want to knock her unconscious or knock her enough to like. I don't know what it would be to knock her out of insanity, or if you can do that. But if not, he's gonna. His plan is just to knock her out and then carry her out.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, just roll.
Okay.
just roll. For
Oh my god.
That's an extreme
Yum.
success. So go ahead and roll your damage, please, Ryan.
Let me roll the sword. Oh, it's gonna re-roll it, but we'll do the damage. And then it needs another d6 because that's my size d6.
So 13
13
points of damage there, Veronica. How many hit points?
So
You have more hit
cons-
points than that.
I have 20, so 13 minus that means
I'm going
down
to
7.
Use 10 luck to attack again with my skill.
He has that. Okay.
Damn, chica. All right.
Oh
okay.
my god. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
I gotta do it again.
You're spending all this luck and all of these
Another 13
bonus
damage?
points on me.
All right.
Oh.
Veronica, you're knocked. All of a sudden, you see this wooden stick coming down, and next thing you know, you see stars, and you're out.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
knocked
that
out.
makes sense.
And then I'm just picking her up.
Yeah.
I'm like grabbing her by like the scruff of her neck. I'm not treating her like a nice person, and I'm just
No.
carrying her out.
Ouch.
In fairness, she finds that hot. Even worse.
Unconsciously, she finds it odd.
All right. So,
Even worse.
yeah, even when not DMing, Evan TPK. That's right. That's right, Seth. Okay, so the three of you get upstairs, or yeah, three of you, and Veronica's knocked out. Seamus is standing over a knocked out elderly man. The phone is ripped out of the walls. Where are we going? We're just riding out that back alley.
Did he get a call off? Did he get a call?
No. Wait, come on, it's me. He seemed very, very desperate to get somebody's attention, so I gave him a little love tap, and I took his blanket because I kind of like it, and he was annoying.
Yes, I gave Veronica a love tap. That is what I will call it.
Yeah, she looks a little tapped.
He's
that's for sure.
extremely happy. He has a huge smile on his face.
You
So,
are a sexual sadist, my friend, and I'm willing to oblige.
So, what exactly happened there with Miss West?
And he points at his stomach, and he has a bullet wound. She shot me.
That was intentional.
Louis, so
You
let's,
don't put on the mask.
I think
don't
we
put on
said
masks.
don't put on the mask, and she put on the mask. So I think it is off limits for her, especially.
But she's just out. She's not in a Chicago overcoat or nothing, right?
The last one who put on a mask with us, we put him in an asylum, and he's still there. So, I mean,
I don't want to touch none of that.
Bellevue's
crazy
up the
stuff.
street. We could go, drop her off, and then head to London.
I heard some crazy screaming down there too. Did you find some people or something?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about.
You also
it.
heard gunshots.
Couldn't
you also
hear
heard
you,
a
Megan.
full automatic fire and a few guns going off.
I don't think I want to know. Actually, let's skedaddle.
Absolutely.
When we leave, I will carry Veronica sort of like normal, so I don't look like I'm just dragging a body.
Man, I do want to take a peek at the guy's chest. I'm just looking for the tattoo.
Yes,
I'm just
gotcha.
curious. On the
I
way out.
know. He does not
Okay.
have the same tattoo as.
Does he have? But does he have a tattoo on his chest of any kind?
He does not.
Okay.
I know what you're looking for. You're looking for that mark of the Cult of the Bloody Tongue, like
I was.
on
Yeah.
what's his name there, old Stinky from Peru. Can't remember his
How
name,
I
but remember he
remember him,
stunk.
too.
He stunk really
yes,
bad.
I do. I remember. I thought he was just like an animated corpse the whole time. That's what I thought he was.
No, he was actually possessed by Nyarlathotep, like the
Okay.
god himself.
Damn.
Augustus Larkin. I just looked up his name. Okay. You have done everything you can do in New York except for one thing, but that one thing can be done elsewhere after you decide where you want to go, because it's a matter of a phone call or a wire. And I'll just tell you guys now what that is. The only clue that you didn't track down was that that playbill of that talk here in New York. So you can reach out to the professor who gave that talk and get some information from him. But that's the only loose end you have left in New York. So now you need to decide where you want to go next. We're gonna have some time between now and then. We can discuss and go from there. There's gonna be there's no experience. There's some sanity that we'll do. We'll do that off screen as well because we've gone a little late. So I don't want to keep everybody too long. But yeah, we survived New York. Congratulations, everybody. Well done. Well done. Surviving New York, putting on strange masks, and getting some tomes. I guess let's do the round table. We'll call it a night. Aaron, what do you got going on the rest of this week?
So let's see. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on Garblag Games will be the first episode of Season 2 of Once Upon a Time in the Old World, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. Hagen Ritter von Delbers, the knight, is with his gang heading to Middenheim. Then Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Time, we start Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Pete's going to be running that in his homebrew world of Undrum, the old mountain, and I'll be playing a swashbuckling goblin named Hob. Then Sunday Free League, Alien, hopefully we'll be finishing up the deep shaft or the deeper shaft or the shaft.
Yeah, deep shaft, deeper shaft, deepest shaft. I don't know what it is now.
And then
The Shaft.
The Shaft.
next Tuesday I'll be back for first play episode of Pete's Space Dodeca game at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then I guess we'll be wrestling next
Worldwide
Tuesday
Wrestling next Tuesday.
So busy week for me.
Yes. Megan. What you got going on? You got what board games? What board games did you do?
What games have I done? We haven't really played very much, to be honest. It's been busy. I've been sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no. I got nothing. I'm sorry. I'm pretty boring this week.
It's all right. You were able to join us for the finale of New York. That's what matters. Pat, what do you have going on this week?
Why, I'm so glad you asked. As I'm sure you're aware, I co-run Diesel Shot, which is, another stream that kind of runs pretty much analogous to this time zone. Wednesdays, we have our sponsored stream, sponsored by Fool's Moon. Check us out. 7 EST to whatever's 2 hours after 7. So probably 9 EST. We do a Worlds Without Numbers sponsored stream on Diesel Shot. That's our name. Thursdays, we do a Fallout stream, 8 EST to 12 EST. Fridays, I'm generally speaking here on Garblag Games. This Friday, you will find me at 4 p.m. EST, Garblag Games, playing Traveler. We just started World Builders' amazing Ren Space Traveler campaign, and I'm super hyped to be playing the character that I've created. I've drawn her twice now. And, it's always a good sign when I draw a character twice. I drew Veronica West twice. And I've drawn my Traveler character twice now, too. So it's generally speaking a good sign. It means that I'm very invested in my character, and I absolutely want her to survive at the expense of everybody else in the group. Saturday, typically speaking, every other Saturday, you'll find me running a game on Diesel Shot. Otherwise, it very well might be Lee, my co-host. On Sunday, I rest because, God. And on Monday, Diesel Shot is run by my co-host Lee, who runs the High Road D&D 5e campaign. And on Tuesday, you can find Lee on Tabletop Anthologies playing a Conan the Pirate campaign. After which you can find us here. I will not be here next Tuesday, but you should show up anyway. You know why? Because you're awesome, and this group is awesome.
Thank you.
Just because I will not be here next Tuesday does not mean that this group is less awesome. This group is awesome. You should watch it. They'll be doing some sort of worldwide web wrestling.
It's going to be the premiere of GCWF, Garblag Championship Wrestling Federation.
That's right. Yes, the Garblag Wrestling Confederation, GCWF,
Garblag Championship Wrestling Federation. We'll premiere here.
You better tune in. You better fucking tune in. If you don't tune in, I'm disappointed in you. Cannot redeem points to undo my disappointment. So keep that in mind.
All right. And Jeff,
Next person.
what do you and the Lollygaggers have going on the rest of this week?
Sure. Over on twitch.tv/lollygaggers on Friday, we're hopefully getting back to Impossible Landscape, starting up part 3 of 4. So we're getting near the end. Saturday, we're doing Blades in the Dark as we are doing our witchery hawker people. And then on Monday, we are playing Ultraviolet Grasslands and having some fun with that. And then I'm also tomorrow night, I'll be on Defenders of Cobalt where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Yeah.
Very good. Evan, you come back to Alien with us soon on Sunday nights?
Yeah, once you guys finish this mission.
Okay, we gotta finish this damn mission. Gotta
Gosh,
finish this damn mission. All right, so like the others have said, next Tuesday, what we're gonna do is we are going to do a one-shot, and hopefully more down the road, of Worldwide Wrestling here on Garblag Games. And then we're taking a week off, and then we're shifting gears. Jeff is actually going to run Delta Green for us, starting the week of the 26th of September, and we're going to move from Tuesdays to Thursdays. We're going to be on Thursday the 30th, same time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, with Delta Green, and we're going to do that for 6 to 8 weeks, and we're actually going to shift over a bunch of us, not all of us, but a good group of these people. We're actually going to be doing Call of Cthulhu over on Sirenscape's Twitch channel. They've asked us to come on and run some Call of Cthulhu there, so you'll find us Tuesday nights, starting the 28th, on Sirenscape. This crew on Garblag Games, Thursday nights, starting the 30th with Delta Green, and tune in next Tuesday to watch us do some wrestling. That's it for us. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It's been a wild ride through New York, and these guys did great. So we'll see you all next week. Have a good one.
Night.